Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Mike Holcomb Athletic Complex from Jackson, Kentucky. Mr. Collins, did you ever play Mortal Kombat when we was growing up?
I was more of a Street Fighter man.
Remember when they would, you'd come to the next round and it'd say, round 2, fight? Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I've thought of all day.
Well, it sure feels like it.
So, the Bobcats, round 2, here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. They may be in for a fight as the Martin County Cardinals come calling here in Jackson. Look forward to a good one here tonight. Martin County putting up about 500-plus yards rushing with this wing T offense that comes to see what Kyle Moore's defense can do and put up against this running game. 3 running backs for the Cardinals with over 100 yards last week. So multi-talented backfield for the Cardinals. I'm excited. That's we've been really blessed all year long to have great weather, and not that tonight is bad weather, but the cooler temperatures, and I used to kick it off and talk with Bradley Charles about the Bluegrass Sports Nation weather forecasts and every Friday night, and we've not had to do that. But here tonight we've got a good cold mist falling, a little bit of rain still hanging around. And we're trying to keep things dry here on the field. The field looks great. They've kept it covered just today, and did a good job of that. And had some people working on the sideline earlier too to get some mud off of it. But
the field looks a lot better than it did a few times we played on it. I know that.
Yeah, well, it's held up pretty good compared to the field that we played on. It's been a few years.
I think that it does have that feeling, like you said. It's second round of the playoffs, and with this kind of weather, it's cold, it's wet, it's nasty. You're going to find out who wants to play ball tonight, Rob.
Yeah, well, this is mountain football. Good cold rain falling, the temperatures dropping. Friday night football. Martin County Cardinals coming in here wearing the red and white. Bobcats in the blue and white. I mean, it's a slugfest. They're going to see some people get dirty here tonight and play a muddy ball game. And that also brings up some changes in strategy, when you start talking about being able to run the ball, throw the ball, which team does the weather favor. So we talk about the weather, and the wind has picked up, and it's blowing pretty strong. I thought the rain had moved out earlier, but we got a pretty good shower coming through here right now as some of the fans that are here start to cover up and bring out the coats. Folks, we are going to take a quick break and go to commercial here on BSN, and we'll be right back to get this one kicked off. Round 2 of the KHSAA High School Playoffs, Martin County versus Breathitt.
Bank's vision is to be the best community bank in America. We strive to use our knowledge, talents, and resources to improve the quality of life in our communities. This year, People's Bank is celebrating our 120th anniversary by delivering 120 acts of kindness. These acts of kindness bring us just as much joy as to those that receive them. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cold drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure you try our Chester's Fried Chicken. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson has been locally owned and operated since 1962. We offer several products that help make banking convenient. Ticketless deposits at our ATMs, online banking, our CBTJ mobile banking app, and compatibility with mobile wallet. Give us a call at 606-666-7575 or visit us on the web at citizensbankjackson.bank to see how we can help you. Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson is always searching for ways to serve you better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Variety Pizza. Family owned and operated, serving the community with homemade and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more for over 45 years. Located at 1189 Main Street, Jackson, Kentucky. Available for dine-in and carry-out, with private party spaces available. Stop by and visit us or call 606-666-5454.
At HCTC, you're more than just a student.
I am motivated.
I am retired.
I am a grandmother.
I am a veteran.
I am an entrepreneur.
I am a son.
I am a small business owner.
I am HCTC.
Are you tired of the same old cell phone? Want a new phone, but really don't want to pay the hundreds of dollars up front for it? Appalachian Wireless has a deal for you. Get the phone you actually want instead of settling for a cheaper phone with the Appalachian Advantage plan. Instead of paying $600 or more for the best phone, simply pay the taxes up front and then a few bucks a month more on your monthly bill. Stop by your local Appalachian Wireless store or dealer today for more information. It's the better, simpler way to pay. And it's called the Appalachian Advantage because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Give them a call today at 606-666-5519 or 606-666-5500.
We are back, folks, and just to give you a little insight, Eric, in case you don't know, is probably a foot taller than me. I'm wishing right now I would have got between him and Ty and put him over here at the end of the table. A driving rain is blowing through the stadium right now, and they've got the Cats coming onto the field, leaders and captains, if you will, to walk out to center field, talk to the referees, and get business about to pick up. We're going to flip the coin and see who gets the ball first and get this one underway. Round two. We got a 7-4 team from Martin County. The Cardinals come in here. They've had an up and down season too. The first thing I noticed was right in the middle of the year, they had a couple of hiccups about like the Cats did. Maybe learned some lessons and then picked back up again. So 7 wins, 4 losses, nothing to hang their head about. Got some good games in there. But they played a slobber knocker last week at Leslie, back and forth. I think this Martin County bunch, if I'm not mistaken, I think they put up 21 points there in that first quarter. So able to score quickly and able to put some points on the board. This wing T offense will get things going quickly for them. 3 good backs in the backfield. The defensive unit and run defense better be on point tonight for the Cats. We'll have to see what Kyle Moore decides to do with the ball if he gets it, because I don't think we're going to put it in the air a whole lot to start things out. And then we'll see. I could be proved wrong.
Yeah, and not like this. It's passing can be a little dangerous, but it's a good thing the Bobcats have a real good offensive line. They got some running backs that like to seek out the contact. I think this is kind of night that if you're a lineman, you love games like this right here.
Oh, yeah, down and dirty, nitty-gritty. Battle going to go on up front, and whoever wins tonight is right in the mix of the battle up front, defensive and offensive line. That's who you're going to look to in a game like this to get down and get dirty. I want to make a quick note and say a couple shout-outs. David Ritchie is back with us here in the stands tonight. We missed him for a couple weeks, and glad to have him back with us. He came down and talked to me earlier and said, let everybody know I'm back to watch this one live. So I want to give him a shout out. I also want to say say hello to our buddy Doug Smith, who drove by and throwed his hand up earlier. And I told Amy, I said, give him a shout out. Big Doug was a vital part of that 1996 championship. First one the Cats brought home, 95-96.
Oh, Doug, he works over in my neck of the woods, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. A little bit past you, I believe. Closer to Moorhead. Here come the Cats through the blue smoke and through the banner onto the sideline, greeted at the 50-yard line by Coach Kyle Moore and the rest of the coaching staff. I tell you what, they look pretty good in warm-ups. They had some out here doing the onside kick again, practicing that, and all the squads that break up and go with their respective coaches look pretty good. I want to say special thanks again now that the election is over. We do want to say special thanks to all the political candidates who advertised on our live streams this year and supported the Bobcats. All of them are great fans, and we want to say special thanks to Lisa Huisman, judge of the 39th Judicial Circuit, Cameron Adams, candidate for Circuit Judge, 39th Circuit, Monica Lacey, Judge-elect Family Court in the 39th Judicial Circuit, Bruce Harold, candidate for Family Judge, Jeff Noble, Breathitt County Judge Executive, and Harvey Jason Richardson, candidate for Breathitt County Judge Executive. Special thanks to all of those candidates for being on our live stream and sponsoring the Bobcats. You know, this is one of those opportunities when you get a team like this, and I tell everybody all the time, don't wait any longer. You want to be on the bandwagon with this bunch right now. You want to be supporting these guys. They need your support. They look up in the fans and they want to see in the stands, they want to see all the fans here, and it means a lot to have the support from the community and individuals that this team has. As we get things ready to kick off, Eric Collins, the Bobcat receiving team has lined up on the 50-yard in an onside kick formation, if you will, and the Martin County Cardinals set to kick this one off. Let's get round 2 going here from the Riverbank. Waiting on the whistle. Hand is up, kicking team ready, and here's the onside kick. Takes a good bounce and it pops out, but it's covered up right on the 50-yard line by the Cats. Caden Bowling able to fall on that one and take control of it for the Cats, and that'll be the People's Bank of Jackson first down tonight for the Cats. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success. Bobcats go to work on about the 50-yard line right in the middle of the field. See what kind of success they can get here tonight on this first drive, Eric Collins.
Yeah, I wasn't able to see any film on this Martin County team. I wonder if they are one of those clubs that always attempts onside kicks, or maybe if that was something they did, knowing this Bobcat team's able to put a lot of points up fast.
You know, I don't know, but the Cats came out expecting it as they lined up in a receiving unit. That's the first time we've seen that. As you see Bryant sit back in the pocket and go down the middle of the field early, just off the outreach hands of Austin Sperry. What a way to sit back in the pocket. Plenty of time. Sperry had his man beat.
Yeah, Sperry, he had a couple steps on his man. He was ready for 6 points right there.
Yeah, yes, sir. You got to love that arm on Tyler Bryant. Confident, sits back down the middle of the field, first play. Folks, what did I tell you about Coach Kyle Moore? The rain slacked off a little bit, and he went to the air first thing.
Got to love the confidence he has in his quarterback with a call like that, Rob.
Make this Cardinal defense honor that pass early. And we got encroachment on the defense, and that'll push the Cardinals back. And that'll move the ball forward for the Cats 5 yards as it'll be repeat of down. 2nd and 5 now to go from the 45-yard line. Cats into Cardinal territory. Cats and the Cardinals. It just sounds good, don't it?
Mm-hmm. Sounds natural, huh?
It does. Bryant sit back in the pocket. Gives to Gibson. Gibson tripped up, turns it back inside. Hard hit, but he's going to get up the field to about the 42-yard line. Gibson, little slip up there as soon as he got the handoff, but he's able to make the move and pick up about 2 or 3 yards. 3 receivers now right in front of us. Blake Ritchie, Bryce Hoskins, and Isaac Wheels Turner. Sperry, far receiver to the right. Now Hoskins going to go in motion and come up as that wing back. Cardinal defense makes some changes. Bryant has to hold on to the snap. Maybe the ball a little bit wet. Does a good job of controlling it, tucks it, gets it up around the 40-yard line. We'll see where the spot is, and it's going to be just shy of the first down. 11 minutes, 10:57 now to go on the clock here in the first. No score. Cats continuing to work in Cardinal territory. Ball sitting just past the 41-yard line, so it's going to be 4th and short for the Cats. See what Kyle Moore draws up. Got that wing set with a split out on Hoskins, and big block by Hoskins, and here comes Gibson. Gibson around the left corner, makes it up to about the 27-yard line.
You said it, Rob. Big block by Hoskins to seal the corner and spring Gibson, pick up a big first down early on for the Cats.
I like this set as they split Hoskins a little wide at tight end, and Corey Combs is in there at a wing back. And it gives a couple extra, blockers over on that corner, if you will. They lined up the same set now to the right. See if Hoskins goes down in that tight end stance, and I believe he will. Yes. Austin Sperry right in front of us now. Gibson to the left of Bryant. Bryant waits on the snap. Gives to Gibson. Gibson behind the blocks up inside again. It'll be up to about the 26-yard line. Pickup of about 1 probably. 2. We're going to say 2nd and 8 on the clock, so pick up a 2. Special thanks again to our sponsors, our title sponsors, People's Bank of Jackson and Go Time and Steak and Shake. You'll hear more about them throughout the night as both ball clubs move the ball up and down the field. Thanks to Jackson Physical Therapy and Colby Watts. Jackson Physical Therapy will get you back into the action, and Colby is a proud supporter of the Bobcats, always here to help our guys. Tyler Bryant settles into the offense, waiting on the snap. Gibson to his right, handoff. No, he's going to keep it. Bryant fakes to Gibson and keeps it, goes around the right side. Takes a hard hit on that corner. Big pickup of yards. Bryant slow to get up. Got the breath knocked out of him, I believe.
Yeah, that doesn't feel good. He did take a pretty good lick there when he cut it.
Yeah, he took a good hard lick when he got around that corner. Thanks again to Jiffy Mart. Get in and out in a jiffy with gas, groceries, and a great meat department. Be sure and check out Sanford's Deli. Thanks to the law office of Darrell Harold with over 30 years of taking care of the legal needs and citizens of Jackson and Breathitt County. Hutch Automotive and Tire Works, your home in Jackson for CarQuest Auto Parts. Stop by and see them, located on Highway 15. Bryant takes a deep breath, wipes the towel, settles in, waits on the snap. Give to Gibson up inside, and he's going to be stopped at the 20-yard line. Something to keep an eye on tonight is that this moisture on the ball, as the rain has settled into a mist now, but the moisture on the ball can affect not only the handoff and the quarterback throwing, but also the center.
Yeah.
As Big Evan Miller has got to work hard up front tonight to get a good handle on that snap. Far receiver is Sperry. 2 receivers this side, Ritchie and Turner. Combs in at that blocking back. Give up inside to Gibson again. Gibson powers it up, gets a push from his offensive line and also from Corey Combs, and it's going to move it up to about the 15-yard line. Ball going to be spotted just past the 15, almost to the 14-yard line. And here comes the big man, Chris Neese, Jason Tolson come into the game. The heavy set comes onto the field. 7:27 to go. Kyle Moore continues to drive the ball down the field with the running game. Bryant looks to be in good health as he comes to the sideline, gets the play, and sprints back out to the huddle. So no worries right now about Bryant. Seemingly looks okay.
He's a tough young man, Rob.
Combs and Tolson both in the backfield, and we'll get a timeout from Coach Moore as he wants to talk things over with his troops. And we will say thanks to some of our sponsors. Thanks to Southern Woods Heating and Air for all your heating and cooling needs, installation or service. No job too big or too small. Breathitt Automotive, formerly Breathitt County Tire, with new owner Dustin Kilburn. Car care and tires to keep you on the road. Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic. If you've been injured, Dr. Howard can help, including auto accidents and workers' compensation. No referral needed. Over 22 years experience. YPK Motorsports with 3 locations in Eastern Kentucky, Jackson, Hazard, and Paintsville. In-stock machines ready for your family's outdoor adventures. Be sure and visit ypkmotorsports.com for your next ride. Thanks to the guys at SEC Auto Sales. SEC Auto Sales wants to get you on the road in a new ride. Be sure and stop by and see them for their great inventory. Rose Brothers Department Store with locations in Jackson and Bateville. Shop in the store or online at rosebros.com. So after the timeout, the Cats come back onto the field. Combs to the right, Tolson to the left of Bryant. Heavy set left side with big Chris Neese and Bryce Hoskins. Hoskins goes in motion now. He's going to set up on the right side. Good block from Hoskins. Give to Tolson up inside. Tolson stopped right at the line of scrimmage. I think he made it back to the line of scrimmage right around the 15-yard line. Helped up by quarterback Tyler Bryant. Tyler, a young man not afraid to get in and get dirty, whether he's got the ball or if he has to make the pass, if he has to, he collected the snap earlier and had to make the best of it and tucked it and got up inside and just you see the type of player he is there as he runs in, helps his running back up out of the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, the young man's already showed off his athletic ability and his toughness here tonight, Rob.
Cats change the set again. Heavy set goes out, and we go back to the spread. 2 receivers to the right. Now Isaac Wills-Turner goes in motion, and we got an early whistle, and it's going to be offsides on the Cats for a false start.
That's going to put them in a 4th and long situation here. That's not the way you wanted to start out this initial drive. Well, they have been moving the ball pretty well, but they also have had stiff resistance here by this Martin County defense.
Martin County's defense has looked good here in this early series. 6:18 to go. 4th and 9 with the penalty. Add 1 to Breathitt on that side for the penalties. Caden Bowling comes in, sets up just to the left. Fake throw over in the flat to Caden Bowling, and he gets up to about the 10-yard line. Going to go out of bounds at the 11. Caden comes in at the left side of Bryant, sets up, just comes out on the flat, gets a nice short pass from Bryant. And that will be a go time. 1st down for the Cats. Go time, refresh, refill, and refuel at go time with 7 locations to keep you on the go.
I believe that was a turnover on down, Rob.
Did they turn over?
Yeah, they didn't quite pick up the first
down. Oh, I
down.
thought he got it. Well, that was my bad. Thanks.
It looked like he did.
It was close. So the Cats turn it over on downs. I'm staying corrected. Go time got a free one on that one. Martin County offense going to set up. Here comes that wing. They stick it up inside early, and the pickup of about 3 yards is number 23. Make sure we get all the names right for these young men here tonight. So the Cats drive it deep into Cardinal territory and come up short inside the red zone on the first drive here in round 2 of the playoffs. Not what you want to see out of the offense, but not to take anything away from the Cardinal defense, Eric.
No. Well, I believe 87 Bryce Hawson's going to be a big player for this Bobcat defense tonight here at nose guard. They're going to need him to have a big game, Rob, with a running game like the Cardinals have.
Well, the young man that you're going to hear a lot about, number 23, Brock Messer, as you see him get the ball again right up inside as he continues to drive forward. And looks to me like he will pick up the 1st down. That is a People's Bank of Jackson 1st down for the Cardinals. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success. People's is ready to help you reach your dreams. Eric, last week, Messer was one of the top running backs, if not the top, for the he's had 128 attempts for the year, and it's a total of 1,389 yards for the year. So the young man really
sounds like he's a workhorse for this.
Really doing the grunt work, and as a stature, as you look at him, he's not really one of the bigger of the 3 running backs that they will use. Pitch out on the corner now to number 24, and he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Good defense that time by the Cats as Madden Miller, number 24. He is one of the leading tacklers on the Cardinal defense. As you see him there get the pitch and go around the left side right in front of the Cardinal sideline.
Good job that time by Towson and Turner for the Cats getting out there and keeping the Cardinals from getting around the edge right there.
Looks like it's maybe the way the down markers are. Looks like 2nd and 9 to me. And we got an early flag coming from the head judge in the back, and they're going to call false start on the offense, so that'll back the Cardinals up. So the Cardinals not doing anything to help themselves right now, as that penalty is going to hurt them and move them back. Be 2nd and 15. Still got 1st on the clock, but down marker showing 2nd.
Referee showed off his arm right there on that.
It's another one of those guys who won our cornhole team.
Oh, yeah.
Defense for the Cats sets up shop. 1st and 15 for the Cardinals. Give up inside again. Messer drives forward. Pickup of about 5 yards. He's tackled by a host of Bobcats. Dylan Spencer. Wesley Abner, Ryan Robertson. We got Dylan Spencer in at nose guard instead of Bryce Hoskins tonight. Michael Hudson also in on that tackle. 3:16 to go here in the first. No score. So both of these ball clubs can score at will and have in the first quarter in the last few games. Quarterback pulls it out and gives it right off tackle, and the Cats say none of that on the right side as they gobble it up quickly and drive him back. Loss of yards. Let's see if the referees give him any forward progression where they will mark it down at. Ethan Gibson coming in at nose guard now for Dylan Spencer as he goes out. The motor on Ethan Bowling, my bad. I did that last week too, and Gibby made sure I was well aware of it. I'm sure Ethan's going to let me know about that. Ethan Bowling lined up inside now, punt team for the Cardinals. A good punt by Martin County, and Blake Ritchie handles it, but on the wet grass, slips and goes down. A little mad at himself, but still good field position for the Cats.
Yeah, I'm sure Blake's upset with himself for slipping down there, but just handling that ball cleanly,
yeah,
that was a big-time play.
That's a big-time play. Able to handle it and keep it in your control. The rain has stopped here now on the riverbank. And that'll be a People's Bank of Jackson first down as the Cats start from the 37-yard line in their own territory. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success. People's is ready to help you reach your dreams. Give them a call over at People's Bank. Cats go to work. Bryant waiting on the snap. Spread, give up inside to Gibson, and Gibson going to be taken down right around the line of scrimmage. Looked like the first tackle was going to get him behind the line of scrimmage, and Jaden able to shake that one.
Yeah, the first tackler very rarely brings Gibson down, does he?
Gibby a heck of a ball carrier. 1:54 to go now here in the first. Still no score. It's got to raise some eyebrows for the Cardinal fans as they've held the Bobcats here scoreless so far in the first quarter. Bryant takes a snap. Fake to Gibson. Bryant keeps it himself, drives up on the right side, and he's tackled up around the 42, maybe the 43-yard line.
Good push by the Bobcat offensive line there. Bryant again showing off his toughness.
Good fake, yeah. Good fake to Gibson, and you said it. Bryant showing off his toughness. Just a few minutes ago, he got up slow after a carry, but he came over to the sideline and said, "Coach, I'm good. Let me have it again." And Coach Moore does just that. 3 receivers, trips to the left now. Bryant checks the right wristband and goes to work. Little screen pass to Isaac Wheels Turner. Nothing doing as the Cardinals defense steps up and tackles Wheels as soon as he makes the catch. And the punt team for the Cats come onto the field with 45 seconds to go in the first. So the Cats offense shut down again by the Cardinals defense early here in the first in this game. And the punt team for the Cats onto the field. Isaac Wheels Turner back deep to punt.
That's what Coach Oakham used to call a bread and butter play right there for this Bobcat offense. You can tell the Cardinals have them scouted out well.
Back deep is Messer for the Cardinals. Ball going to take a nice roll, lands at about the 35 and going to roll back to the 24-yard line. Got to pay attention to Messer back there in the back when he's the return man. You know, he's one of the leading rushers for this Cardinal offense, so you got to be prepared for him to try to handle one and maybe make something happen. He didn't have any blockers back there with him. Usually got a couple, two return guys back there, but Messer was back by himself. He let that one roll, and that'll be a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Martin County Cardinals as they take over on the 24-yard line. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success. People's is ready to help you reach your dreams. That time Messer again up inside. back to the line of scrimmage and maybe picks up a yard. We'll see where they spot the ball, Eric. We'll say at the 25, so pickup of about a yard. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Round 2 of the KHSAA playoffs. We got a ball game, Eric, here from the Riverbank. Martin County 0, Breathitt 0. We'll be back after these messages.
Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cold drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure you try our Chester's Fried Chicken. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
People's Bank's vision is to be the best community bank in America. We strive to use our knowledge, talents, and resources to improve the quality of life in our communities. This year, People's Bank is celebrating our 120th anniversary by delivering 120 acts of kindness. These acts of kindness bring us just as much joy as to those that receive them. People's Bank, working together, building success.
We are back here from the Riverbank Mike Holcomb Athletic Complex to start the second quarter. Say thanks to some more of our sponsors. HCTC, offering educational programs that work for you with campuses in Hazard and Jackson. Never underestimate you. Under center now, give up inside for Messer. Messer breaks one tackle. Did the ball come out?
I think
it did, and it was covered up. Brady Tincher makes the signal and says the Cats got it. I saw Messer still standing up and a couple of Cats on the ball, and I was kind of surprised. I wasn't expecting Messer to turn loose of it.
Yeah. By the way, the quarterback reacted after he handed off it. He acted like he was looking for the ball, but I couldn't see it. So
yeah, I didn't see it. It hit the ground, and one of the Cats covered it up early. So we got us a People's Bank of Jackson. First down for the Cats. Great field position. They need to make best of it. Let's see if they can capitalize on this opportunity starting on the 29-yard line. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success. Cats get an opportunity here with the fumble recovery. Bryant fake inside, sits back. He's looking across the middle, flushed out of the pocket. Over to his right side to Blake Ritchie. Blake Ritchie up to about the 15-yard line. I like how Tyler was able to sit in the pocket for a few minutes, work through his progression. The defensive line was starting to make a push towards him, and he just rolled out to his right, dropped it over to Blake. Blake was open.
Rob, Blake Ritchie's been a big player for these Bobcats the last few weeks, making big plays on offense, defense.
Senior leadership.
They were looking for the big score right there with Sperry.
Yep.
Martin County was looking for that. Blake able to stick with the play and stay in there for his quarterback.
Got rewarded for it with the pass. Tyler Bryant settles in, trips to the left, give to Gibson. Gibson gets a block, lowers his shoulder, pushes forward up to about the 11-yard line. Good run that time by Jaden Gibby Gibson. Thanks again to PDQ Sales and Service, formerly Jackson Wholesale, serving the wholesale needs and supplying Eastern Kentucky. Lakeside Homes, if you're looking for a new home, be sure and stop by Lakeside Homes. They're your one stop for the best selection and where you'll always get a great deal. Stop by and see Scott at Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supplies for all your electrical, plumbing, heating, septic, and appliance parts. Bryant now with Gibson to his left. Two receivers left. Give inside to Gibson. Big hole up the middle. Gibson, Jaden makes them pay for it. Pushes it forward to about the 5-yard line. Cats offense starting to click now, deep into Cardinal territory. I think that's a little premature. Cannon operator's a little excited tonight. Ball on the 6-yard line. They're going to say he was stopped at the 6.
Heard somebody in the stand say it must have a hair trigger on it, Rob.
That must have. Little jumpy tonight. Give up inside to Gibson. Gibson pushes forward. The ball comes out. Gibson turns loose of it. Fumble is recovered by Martin County. The Cardinals come up with it deep with their backs to the end zone, ball on about the 5. So turnovers affecting both teams here now early in this one.
Rob, you said it earlier. We got a ball game here tonight. This Martin County team, they may not have the best record, but they're a hard-nosed football team. It's
playoffs. It's a different season, and nobody wants to go home. And you're going to get your best. No matter what, you're going to get your best at this time of the year from any team you're playing. In the backfield, the Messer going to be tackled hard by a couple of Bobcats. Trying to see the numbers over there. One of them is Brady Tincher getting up out of the pile. And also Corey Combs. Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy, great people who have your safety at heart. Family and Hometown Pharmacy have always been proud supporters of the Bobcats. Variety Pizza, your home for the best pizza in Jackson, along with their famous hoagies. Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, celebrating 60 years of serving the financial needs of Breathitt County. Be sure and check out the free CBTJ mobile app, banking right on your mobile device. Cardinal offense getting set. Ball on the 7-yard line, backs to the end zone. Give off the right side to Messer. Messer tackled quickly that time by Brady Tincher, I do believe, again.
Bobcats blitzed that on that play right there, and they, I think, blitzed themselves out of the play. That happens sometimes when you play aggressively, though.
Isaac Wheels Turner also coming in out of that tackle with an assist. Appalachian Wireless is Eastern Kentucky. Great service, great people. Get more with the Appalachian Advantage Plan. And thanks to the law offices of David A. Johnson with offices in Hazard and Jackson. If you've been injured, give the car wreck professionals a call. Give to Messer again off the left side, and he makes one man miss and hits off to the races across the 50, 30, 20. 2 men trying to catch him, and they won't as he crosses the goal line. And the Martin County Cardinals come to the riverbank and score first. 8:24 to go in the second. Messer that time breaks loose from inside, comes off the left tackle, and he was off to the races up the middle of the field. You can see how he's has picked up so many yards this year. That is a go time scoring drive for the Cardinals. Go time, refresh, refill, and refuel at go time with 7 locations to keep you on the go. Eric, the extra point team comes onto the field, and they'll line up at the far hash mark, and that one is up, and it's good. And the Cardinals go on top of the Cats. 7-0. We do have a flag coming in late on the kick, extra point kick.
I think that's going to be roughing the kicker there, Rob.
It'll be assessed on the kickoff, and it is roughing the kicker against the defense. Good time.
Bobcat defense was looking pretty tough. They just lost Messer there, I think.
They did. He kind of got tripped up and looked like maybe he might fall to the wet grass, with maybe slipping up a little bit as one of the tacklers missed him, but he was able to gather his feet, and he kept things moving up the field, and the Cats unable to catch him. So with 8:24, Cats find themselves down 7-0. Here in the second quarter, second round of the playoffs, KHSAA high school playoffs, high school football, it doesn't get any better than this time of year. Like I said, you will get your best from anybody you're playing at this time of the year. This Martin County club had a heck of a game last week up at Leslie County, and it was back and forth, and, they stuck it out and toughed things out and came up victorious over Leslie County to make it here to face the Cats.
Yeah, you can tell this is a hard-nosed football team. I think this is going to be all 4 quarters back and forth. I don't think either team is going to really get the upper hand here tonight, Rob.
Well, I'm sure there's going to make some adjustments defensively to make sure that Messer doesn't get outside like that again. I don't think it was really any blown assignments, but Messer was just able to get outside of the containment on that last play, and
like you said, he kept his feet going, and you know, whenever you have a running back that keeps his feet churning and going, you know, they're gonna be able to gain a lot of yards like he has, and on plays like that, if he doesn't get brought down, you know, he's going to break one occasionally.
Onside kick, the way the ball is lined up on the tee, you can see exactly what they're going to do with it, and he does. Pooch kick, and we got a guy left early right over in front of the Martin County sideline as he crossed a little bit early. So now that penalty is going to move the kicking team back, and we will re-kick. Martin County is another team. Looks like that they use that onside kick predominantly as they go back to it again. And they're going to line things up. You see Messer coming out on the field to talk to the kicker. Tell you what, Messer is one of the smaller running players to be the running back, one of the smaller players on the team. But I tell you what, he's a workhorse, like you said.
Rob, is this Martin County team what used to be known as Sheldon Clark?
Used to be known as Sheldon Clark.
I know back when you and I were in school, Sheldon Clark had a bunch of good football teams.
Always a good football school. As they line the tee up for a long kick now. And he just pooches it on the ground again. And we got a guy coming in. The ball pops out. Let's see who lines up with it. The Cats come up holding the ball, so we will assume that the Cats did recover it. Offense for the Cats onto the field. A good little trick that time. They set the ball up on the tee, and he just kind of looped around and made a little pooch kick. Ball made it to 10 yards, and the Cats able to recover. 8:21 to go in the second. Cats offense with some work to do. Two receivers each side now for the Cats as the wind picks up here at Mike Holcomb Athletic Complex. Cats working from the 43-yard line. People's Bank of Jackson first down drive getting started for the Cats. People's Bank of Jackson is ready to help you reach your dreams. Snap to Bryant. Give up inside to Gibson. Gibson pick up of about 4 yards as he gets it up to about the 46-yard line. Maybe the 47. Thanks again to Jackson Physical Therapy, Colby Watts. Jackson Physical Therapy will get you back into the action, and Colby is always a proud supporter of her Bobcats. Line is set for the offense. Bryant comes onto the field with the play. Getting set, waiting on the snap. Gibson just to his right. Bryant sits back, looks down the field. Good blocking. Little pitch over to Gibson. Gibson rolls up over one guy. I think that the Martin County defense actually thought Bryant had already got rid of it. There was a guy really close, but Bryant able to just dump it off to Gibson in the backfield. And Gibson gets it up to the 46-yard line. So right back to the line of scrimmage, if you will. 3rd and about 6. 2nd, not bad.
This Cardinal defense is well coached. They're not giving anything up easy to the Bobcats, Rob.
No. Bryant able to draw the defense off sides with the hard count again. So the encroachment call on the defense will walk the ball 5 yards closer to the sticks. Lloyd Memorial is up 14-0 right now over Walton Verona. Thank you, Ty Back, for that information. And that Walton Verona and Lloyd Memorial game is one that we got to keep our eye on. If we want to have another home game after this one, judging that we would win this game, it would be Walton Verona. Cats go to the wing, or the wishbone. First time we saw the wishbone tonight. Corey Combs trucks it up the field for the Cats, and that is a steak and shake. First down for the Cats. Steak and Shake and Hazard, famous for their steak burgers and great milkshakes.
You know, you got to love the versatility of this Bobcat team, being able to line up in the spread and come out here and line up in the wishbone when they need it, pick up a big first down, Rob.
They run the wishbone, pick up the first down, and go right back to the spread.
Without a change of personnel either.
Yep, 2 receivers this side are Gibson and Tincher. And then look at this. Audible call, go right back to the wishbone. Give up inside to Corey Combs as he pushes it up to the 40-yard line. Pickup of about 2 or 3 yards. First time we saw that set, Eric Collins.
Yeah, I like that wrinkle by Coach Moore. He's seems like he's adding something in here every week for this Bobcat offense.
Let's throw 3 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. And then let's give a little shake-up and bring everybody back in and run the bone. Bryant gets the call from Coach Moore on the sideline. Comes back in under center. Big offensive line for the Cats. We've not talked about them tonight, but they're doing their job up front. Bryant turns, looks back, drops the pass over the middle. It may have been tipped by a Martin County player, but Brady Tincher unable to get a handle on it, and it will fall incomplete. Nice little pass that we've got out of that wishbone set. You see Tincher and Tolson come out of the game for the Cats, and Ritchie comes in, and also does Austin Sperry.
Like we said, this is a versatile Bobcat offense.
Very versatile. A lot of weapons. Bryant gets the snap. Give to Gibson. Gibson off the left end, tries to turn it back, and he's going to be stopped after a pickup of about 2 yards, I believe.
This Cardinal defense is playing awful tough. They're making it hard for the Bobcats to break anything big. You can see that they're well coached, and they've got this Bobcat offense well scouted. Be interesting to see what other wrinkles Coach Moore has up his sleeve for him tonight.
4 minutes and 57 seconds to go before the half. 4th and 4 for the Cats, and they will stay in the offense. Corey Combs just to Bryant's left. 2 receivers closest to us and 1 to the far sideline. Give to Combs. Combs gets tripped up, reaches forward. We'll see where they mark the ball. And the announcer says first down Cats. We're waiting to make sure.
So does the ref.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. From my vantage point, it didn't look like he was even with the down marker.
It was hard to tell from our point of view.
That'll be a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Cats as they'll get it up to the 33. They continue to work into Cardinal territory. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success. People's reminds you that they are always there to help you reach your dreams. Hoskins and Ritchie far receivers. Turner and Sperry closest to us. Bryant sits back. Screenplay over to Blake Ritchie. Blake makes one man miss. Second man gets him by the ankle and is going to bring him down right around, pick up probably a 7 or 8 yards that time. So Blake with a good little screenplay that time. Good pass from Bryant.
You know, Rob, I'm liking what I see out of Coach Moore and his team here.
Seeing some different plays.
Yeah. And the fact that they're down like this, they haven't found themselves in this situation a long time, but they're not pushing nothing. They're not rushing. They're running their offense.
Short pass again from Bryant. Over to the left sideline is complete to Sperry, and that is a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Cats as they move the chains again. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success. That time success comes through the air for the Cats. Bryant to Sperry, a very familiar connection that we've heard a lot this season. Cats on the 18. In the red zone. Snap gets away from Bryant. He handles it across the middle. Caught by Ritchie. Ritchie stretches forward, and he's going to be just short of the end zone. What composure by the quarterback, Tyler Bryant.
You said it. That young man has showed off some toughness and composure tonight. I'm glad he's a Bobcat quarterback, Rob.
The snap got away from him. He contains it, picks it up off the ground, turns, looks right across the middle and finds senior Blake Ritchie, and Blake gets us to the 4-yard line. It's going to be first and goal for the Cats. Corey Combs just to the right. of Bryant, and Jason Tolson just in front of him. That time again, Bryant tries to handle the snap. Design play, keeper for Bryant as he gets up behind the line, maybe a pickup of one.
I think you mentioned it earlier, just the moisture on the ball out there's got to be giving the Bobcats a little bit of trouble. There's been a few high snaps tonight. They fortunately have been able to handle most of them.
Tyler doing an excellent job as he handled that one too. They're going to mark it back on the 4 and say no pickup. 2:24 to go. Cats looking for the end zone for the first time here tonight as they're knocking on the door, looking for pay dirt. Combs to the left, Tolson to the right of Bryant. Settles in, waits on the snap. And we got a whistle. And we've got a timeout. Martin County, we'll keep it right here and say thanks to our sponsors. Jiffy Mart for gas, groceries, and a great meat department. Be sure and check out Sanford's Deli and get out in a jiffy. Law Office of Darrell Harold. Over 30 years of taking care of the legal needs and the citizens of Jackson and Breathitt County. Hutch Automotive and Tire Works, your home in Jackson for CarQuest Auto Parts, located on Highway 15. Southern Woods Heating and Air for all your heating and cooling needs, installation or service. They remind you that no job is too big or too small. Breathitt Automotive, formerly Breathitt County Tire, new owners Dustin Kilburn, car care and tires to keep you running. Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic, if you've been injured, call Dr. Howard. He can help with over 22 years experience, including auto accidents and workers' compensation. No referral needed. YPK Motorsports with 3 locations in eastern Kentucky, Jackson, Hazard, and Paintsville. In-stock machines ready for your family's next outdoor adventure. Visit ypkmotorsports.com for your next ride. Cats back onto the field after the timeout. 2:08 to go. We've got the whistle. Tolson in front of Combs, just to Bryant's right. Designed keeper, Bryant. And we got a flag coming in right after the ball was snapped, and we got a false start on the Bobcats, and that's not what we need deep in territory again. We had the ball on the 4 or 5 yard line earlier and had a fumble, and now the Cats get the false start call, and that'll back them up 5 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, not the direction you want to be moving in down here in the red zone.
No, we need to keep the ball going forward. Shelby Valley 7, Middlesboro 14 right now, so that's another game to keep an eye on. Snap to Bryant, fake to Gibson. And Bryant tries to make the throw to Corey Combs, and it's incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and 9 for the Cats. SEC Auto Sales, be sure and stop by and see them for your new ride. They have a great selection, and they're ready to get you rolling. Rose Brothers Department Store with locations in Jackson and Bataville. Shop in the store or online at rosebros.com. HCTC offers educational programs that work for you with campuses in Hazard and Jackson. Never underestimate you. PDQ Sales and Service, formerly Jackson Wholesale, serving the wholesale needs and supplying Eastern Kentucky. Gibson just to the left of Bryant. Bryant fakes, looks across the middle, pushed out of the pocket, looks, turns, and he's going to have to fall on it. He's going to have to drop to protect the ball, and he falls at about the 15-yard line. Great defense by the Cardinals as the receivers were covered up, and Bryant couldn't get rid of it. 1:55 to go on the clock here before the half. And Bryant that time, Eric, he had to do what he had to do as a quarterback. Everybody's covered up. He tried to tuck it. By that time, the defensive guys were on top of him.
Yeah, the only thing he could have done better there is if he could have got away from it, thrown the ball away to save the yardage. But by the time he saw the pressure, the best thing he could do was protect himself.
So 4th and 16 to go for the Cats, and Coach Kyle Moore going to call a timeout. This is one of those times when you want to see how the coaching staff and the team react together, Eric. We've had our back to the wall many times, but here it is, 1:35 before the half, and the visitor, the Cardinals of Martin County, are up 7-0 over the Cats, 2nd round of the playoffs. A lot of action here from the Riverbank tonight. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We couldn't do it without you guys tuning in to watch us. And special thanks to all our sponsors again. Thanks to Lakeside Homes. If you're looking for a new home, Lakeside Homes is your one stop for the best selection, and you'll always get a great deal. Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply. Stop by and see Scott for all your electrical, plumbing, heating, septic, and appliance parts. Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy. Great people who have your safety at heart. Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy have always been proud supporters of the Bobcats. Variety Pizza, your home in Jackson for the best pizza, along with their famous hoagies. Offense for the Cats. Sets up to go to work. 4th and 16. Very important play right here for the Cats. Bryant takes a snap. Sits back. Looks across the middle. Tries to find an open man. He's chased out of the pocket again. Dumps it in the middle. And it's caught by Austin Sperry in the back of the end zone. Referee's arms go up. The cannon sounds. 1:26 to go before the half.
This is going to be a battle here tonight, Rob.
That'll be a go time scoring play for the Bobcats. Go time. Refresh, refill, and refuel. 7 great locations to keep you on the go.
The Bobcats came away with 6 right there, but they had to earn it. The Cardinal defense really did have the coverage really well.
Kyle Moore with a chest match as he goes for 2. Bryant throws into the end zone and can't find Hoskins. Falls incomplete. And the Cats try to go up by 1 with 1:26 to go before the half. And they don't get the pass. It's incomplete, so the Cats down 1. Martin County 7, Bobcats 6. Thanks again to Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, celebrating 60 years of serving the financial needs of Breathitt County. Check out the free CBTJ mobile app banking right on your phone. Appalachian Wireless is Eastern Kentucky. Great service, great people. Get more with the Appalachian Advantage Plan. The law offices of David A. Johnson with offices in Hazard and Jackson. If you've been injured, call David and his staff. They are the car wreck professionals. Eric, very gutsy call by Coach Moore. You got to love it. Let's go for the lead. Sometimes things don't work out the way you want them to. And the Cats, once again, will face some adversity. Braxton Terry in to kick this one off. Jaden Gibson also up there with Braxton.
Yeah, that's the kind of call when it works out. Everybody thinks you're a genius. When it doesn't, they second guess you. But you know, like you said, you got to love that kind of call. If it works, you're in the lead. As it is, you're just nailing one.
Well,
got
it's
2 quarters to play.
It's about confidence too. Like you said, you got 2 quarters to play. Let's go for the lead and see if we can get it. 1 point might mean a lot in this ball game here in the next 24 minutes after the half. Terry and Gibson both on for the kickoff as they play a little trickeration. Terry puts the boot to it, and it's going to fall to 20-yard line and roll out of bounds. Good kick that time by Braxton. The Cats defense come onto the field to go to work. Martin County, again, with the big run from Messer to go in the lead on this game in the first quarter.
Yeah, the Bobcat defense has played really well with the exception of that one play, and it looked like they had him, but he was able to squirm out of there.
It really is the difference in one play. You know, when you look at it, it's Messer got away from the Cats and had nothing but green grass in front of him. We'll see if this defensive series, the Cats can contain Messer in the backfield. Alex Strong in the game. Everybody in the box, there's no wide receivers, and that time Messer going to be tackled right around the line of scrimmage, maybe a pickup of a yard. That time, I don't think the ball carrier was Messer. It was number 24. That's Madden Miller. I haven't said much about the quarterback, number 10, Weston Jude. Young man in the back doing the play calling for the Cardinals as he turns, and he's going to give to the right side again, and that is number 24, Madden Miller. Oh, that's a different running back that time. That was number 14. I saw the 4 and just thought it was 24. That was Dawson Mills that time. So we're starting to see the Cardinals show us that running attack that they are known for. As we talked about many running backs that they've got. 3 of the guys picked up over 100 yards last week. Little misdirection play that time, gets a block. Young man up inside his messer. And everybody's slow to get up. I'm not sure. Yep, got everybody up that time. I was wondering if the ball came out, and I believe it did because one of the linemen, number 55, ball came out when Messer went to the ground, but number 55 of the Cardinals able to clean that one up. So the Cardinals going to give special thanks to Graydon Proctor that time for covering up the fumble. Yeah. And we'll have a timeout on the field. We'll continue to thank our sponsors. Thanks to Hutch Automotive and Tire Works, your home in Jackson for CarQuest Auto Parts, located on Highway 15. Southern Woods Heating and Air for all your heating and cooling needs. Installation or service, no job too big or too small. Breathitt Automotive, formerly Breathitt County Tire, with new owner Dustin Kilburn. Car care and tires to keep you on the go. Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic, if you've been injured, Dr. Howard can help, including auto accidents and workers' compensation. No referral needed. Over 22 years experience. YPK Motorsports with 3 locations in eastern Kentucky, Jackson, Hazard, and Paintsville. In-stock machines that are ready for your family's next outdoor adventure. Be sure and visit ypkmotorsports.com for your next ride. The Cardinals come up, get set. We got some wide receivers this time. Man goes in motion. Quarterback sits back. Here comes Michael Hudson. He calls for a shot, and he throws it, and it's picked off. It's picked off by number 33, Brady Tincher, with 3 seconds to go. The defense, once again, gives the Bobcats an opportunity to put some points on the board. Let's see what they can do with 3 seconds. Once again, another very important play.
Yeah, that only 3 seconds. We'll see what Kyle Moore dials up. That could turn out to be a huge play in this ball game, Rob.
I think Coach Moore is going to take a timeout. He wants to talk to his troops, and so let's.
Why not? You can't take it to the second half.
No.
With it.
And you only got 3 seconds. Let's use it right now. A great interception that time by Tincher, made in part by the defensive line. You had the whole front for defense in tow behind the quarterback, and he knew they were coming. He was pointing down the field trying to get his guys open, and he couldn't find anybody.
Yeah, great coverage downfield by the Cats to keep not letting somebody get open so they could get the big play. Had to jump it off short, and great job by Tincher, watching the quarterback and being there to grab it.
I can't say what I would do as a quarterback. Never was a quarterback. But you second-guess the play of Tyler Bryant earlier when he falls on the ball at the 15-yard line. Very well could have happened right there. If he would have went down on it, they probably still would have had the ball.
Yeah.
And, throw it out of bounds, get rid of it. But the young man tries to throw it down the field. And Brady Tincher, Johnny on the spot there to pick that one off. Cats with a chance before the half. 3 receivers to our right. Bryant with Gibson to his right. Bryant sits back in the pocket, plenty of time. Goes down the field deep for the end zone, looking for Sperry. Just off his right hand and incomplete. Probably would have been out of bounds. Blake Ritchie was open going to the end zone too. Folks, that'll bring us to halftime here on the Riverbank. Second round of the high school football playoffs, and the Martin County Cardinals find themselves up 7-6 over the Cats. We'll be back after these messages here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Everyone here at SEC Auto Sales wants to wish the Breathitt County Bobcats a safe and successful season. We are located at 650 Highway 15 South in Jackson, Kentucky. If you're in the market for a new vehicle, please call one of our knowledgeable salespersons at 606-272-6888 or visit us online at secautosales.com. Check out our inventory, take a test drive, find your dream car at SEC Auto Sales.
People's Bank's vision is to be the best community bank in America. We strive to use our knowledge, talents, and resources to improve the quality of life in our communities. This year, People's Bank is celebrating our 120th anniversary by delivering 120 acts of kindness. These acts of kindness bring us just as much joy as to those that receive them. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Lakeside Homes, located in Jackson, Kentucky, has been serving Breathitt and surrounding counties for over 27 years. They have new manufactured homes from Norris, Clayton, and Fleetwood, single wides, double wides, and also an assortment of quality used homes. Many financing options available, offering site prep, delivery, and setup for a no-hassle experience. To find your new home, visit them at 42 Jeffs Drive in Jackson or on the web at www.lakesidehomesjackson.com or call 606-666-7558.
Rose Brothers Department Stores in Jackson and Bateville are happy to help bring all the exciting Bobcat football action to fans this season. Rose Brothers is the destination of fans and athletes for the outerwear, fleece, and footwear you need, whether you participate or spectate. Come see our latest from Columbia, Under Armour, and Simply Southern for adults and children, and use our layaway plan any time of year. Visit our website, rosebros.com, for more information. And join all of us at Rose Brothers in Jackson and Bateville in supporting the young athletes of Eastern Kentucky.
PDQ Sales and Services, formerly known as Jackson Wholesale Company, is a locally owned and operated convenience store and grocery store supplier with a full line of products. They have ice cream, groceries, meat, dairy, candy, and more. They even have janitorial supplies, including Tactical Strike disinfectant. Tactical Strike has been approved by the EPA to kill the virus that causes COVID-19. Give PDQ a call today at 606-666-2495.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
All right, folks, we are back at halftime here from the Riverbank in Jackson, Kentucky. Round 2 of the KHSAA playoffs. And the Martin County Cardinals flew into Jackson, and they had one thing on their mind, and that was to upset the Cats. And right now they're doing a pretty good job of it, Eric. It's 7-6. Cardinals with a 1-point lead. The Cats have had to claw to get things their way and get some points on the board. And Brady Tincher making that happen with the interception and giving the Cats an extra opportunity there.
Yeah, this Martin County Cardinal Ball Club came down here to play, like you said. And as we were talking during the break, they're obviously well coached. They've got the Bobcats well scouted. They're looking real good right now. But the Bobcats, even though they're down a point, they've not looked bad. They've moved the ball.
Well,
they've been in the red zone a couple times, just not capitalized. And with the exception of one big play, the defense has played very well tonight.
I'm going to tell you something. This is mountain football. If you want to talk about football, and especially mountain football, you know, at playoff time in the late 80s and the 90s, it was a toss-up. You didn't know who was going to win which game. You know, you had your Bell counties, and you had some people that were always tough and always right there in the finals. But in the first 2 or 3 rounds, you know, it was a toss-up. You had some really good teams that were always fighting for the chance of another game and another week of practice.
Yeah.
And this is mountain football. This is what it's all about. Second round of the playoffs.
Absolutely.
You know, Martin County has come in here, and like I said, they had one thing on their mind. We're going to try to shut this offense down for the Cats. And Kyle Moore and the coaching staff in the locker room right now probably making some adjustments, I'm sure. I've got to throw a little bit of I got to lean with Ty back and say, let's put the ball in the air. This club that we're playing against is used to running the ball, and defensively they're a running-minded team. And let's put the ball in the air some more and see what happens.
Yeah, I think they're going to come back to that. They went for it there early, just barely missed it. You know, Sperry had a step and just overthrew him by just a tad. I think that Coach Moore got that in the back of his mind. He's going to come back to that because, you know, Sperry's a great athlete. He's going to be able to take the top off this defense for him. But you do have to keep your balance. I like how Coach Moore, you know, didn't panic when they were down, kept running his offense. They were able to get in the red zone, just not capitalize. You know, I like what I've seen out of them. Might be down. There's a lot of time left, though. You know, it's too early to panic or try to change your approach right now. You got to keep doing what you do.
We got to give a shout out to Darren Back. Darren not here with us tonight running the camera. He's out sick with the flu. But thanks, Darren, for sitting at home and keeping us informed on some of these scores as Lloyd Memorial is up 14-0 on Walton Verona. And the last score I have at the half was Middlesboro 14, Shelby Valley 7. So we'll keep an eye on those two games. And
you were talking about mountain football. We did mention it earlier, but this Martin County team used to be Sheldon Clark. And I know back when we were playing, Sheldon Clark had a tradition. They were a tough ball club,
always a tough ball club and always a ground and pound offense. You knew they were going to run it at you, and you knew they were going to have 2 or 3 good backs. Yeah. And, you got to like the grit that this club has. For Coach Josh Muncie has brought this team in from District 8, and
they're well prepared. They're playing hard.
Yeah, you look at them on paper, and they really had some pretty good wins early in the season, and they really put a licking on Leslie County early, first game of the season, and that's what surprised a lot of people about last week's score and the battle that they had against Leslie. But this is a good ball club, and they're putting their best foot forward here tonight against the Cats. And, you think about some things that you hear college coaches say, and it stands true for the Bobcats here tonight. Anytime a team comes into town, they come down 15, and they look over and see the lights, and they see the stadium. They know it's a football town, and they know they got to play their best, and they prepare all week for a chance to knock the Cats, out of their seat. And Martin County doing a fine job of that here tonight. We want to say thanks again to our sponsors. Thanks to Variety Pizza, your home for the best pizza in Jackson, along with their famous hoagies. Citizens Bank and Trust, celebrating 60 years of serving the financial needs of Breathitt County. Check out the free CBTJ mobile app. Appalachian Wireless is Eastern Kentucky. Great service, great people. Get more with the Appalachian Advantage Plan. The law offices of David A. Johnson, with offices in Hazard and Jackson. If you've been injured, call David and his staff. They are the car wreck professionals. SEC Auto Sales for your new ride. SEC Auto Sales has the selection to get you on the road. Rose Brothers Department Store with locations in Jackson and Bateville. Shop in the store or online at rosebros.com. HCTC offering educational programs that work for you with campuses in Hazard and Jackson. Never underestimate you. PDQ Sales and Service, formerly Jackson Wholesale, serving the wholesale needs and supplying Eastern Kentucky. They remind you that they also carry Tactical Strike, which has been effective in killing the COVID-19 virus. Lakeside Homes, if you're looking for a new home, be sure and stop by Lakeside Homes, your stop for the best selection, and you'll always get a great deal at Lakeside Homes. Stop by and see Scott for all your electrical, plumbing, heating, septic, and appliance parts at Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply. Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy, great people who have your safety at heart. Family and Hometown Pharmacy have always been proud supporters of the Bobcats. Jackson Physical Therapy and Colby Watts, they will get you back into the action. Colby's always a proud supporter of the Bobcats. Get in and out in a jiffy at Jiffy Mart, gas, groceries, and a great meat department. And be sure and check out Sanford's Deli. The law office of Darrell Harold, with over 30 years of taking care of the legal needs and the citizens of Jackson and Breathitt County. Hutch Automotive and Tire Works, your home in Jackson for CarQuest Auto Parts, located on Highway 15. Southern Woods Heating and Air for all your heating and cooling needs, installation or service, no job too big or too small. Breathitt Automotive, formerly Breathitt County Tire, with new owner Dustin Kilburn. Car care and tires to keep you running. Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic, if you've been injured, call Dr. Howard. He can help, including auto accidents and workers' compensation. Over 22 years experience and no referral needed. And thanks to YPK Motorsports, with 3 locations in Jackson, Hazard, and Paintsville, in-stock machines that are ready for your family's next outdoor adventure. Visit ypkmotorsports.com for your next ride. Thanks to all of our sponsors, and again, special thanks to People's Bank of Jackson, Go Time, and Steak and Shake for being our title sponsors here tonight. We're going to take a quick break, folks. We'll go to commercial here on Bluegrass Sports Nation, and we'll be back about 5 minutes before the half.
Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cold drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure you try our Chester's Fried Chicken. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. When you choose one of our offices for your personal injury case, whether it's a car accident or any other type of personal injury claim, you get a team that handles everything. If it's a car wreck, we get your car repaired, we get you a rental car, we guide you through the treatment process. With over 20 years of experience, our clients get paid, in most cases without going to court. So call the pros and let us handle everything.
At HCTC, you're more than just a student.
I'm a daughter.
I am a father.
I am employed.
I am a mother.
I am ambitious.
I am a work in progress.
I am an innovator.
I am HCTC.
Variety Pizza. Family owned and operated, serving the community with homemade and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more for over 45 years. Located at 1189 Main Street, Jackson, Kentucky. Available for dine-in and carry-out, with private party spaces available. Stop by and visit us or call 606-666-5454.
Are you tired of the same old cell phone? Want a new phone, but really don't want to pay the hundreds of dollars up front for it? Appalachian Wireless has a deal for you. Get the phone you actually want instead of settling for a cheaper phone with the Appalachian Advantage plan. Instead of paying $600 or more for the best phone, simply pay the taxes up front and then a few bucks a month more on your monthly bill. Stop by your local Appalachian Wireless store or dealer today for more information. It's the better, simpler way to pay. And it's called the Appalachian Advantage because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Give them a call today at 606-666-5519 or 606-666-5500.
Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson has been locally owned and operated since 1962. We offer several products that help make banking convenient. Ticketless deposits at our ATMs, online banking, our CBTJ mobile banking app, and compatibility with mobile wallet. Give us a call at 606-666-7575 or visit us on the web at citizensbankjackson.bank to see how we can help you. Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson is always searching for ways to serve you better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, folks, we are back on Bluegrass Sports Nation here from the Mike Holcomb Athletic Complex, commonly known as the Riverbank in Jackson, Kentucky. Give a special shout out to my Uncle Don Bakes up in LaPorte, Indiana. He's always a supporter of the Bobcats and always watches us from way up north. And he's in for a good one here tonight, as well as all the other fans here in live at the stadium and watching us on the stream, as Martin County has a 7-6 lead over the Cats. If you're just tuning in, Martin County came to play some football, and me and Eric were just talking about this is mountain football at its finest. And playoff time, you always get the best game that a team can bring you, and the Cats are getting just that tonight from the Cardinals of Martin County. It is a matchup. You got the red and the white. You got the Cardinals. You got the blue and the white of the Bobcats, the Cats and the Cardinals, red and the blue. It's a good matchup, a great atmosphere for the second round. And we've got a close ball game, 7-6, 10 seconds before the sound of the second half whistle. Eric, judging from the way the game is played, thinking about both coaching staffs, what do you tell your bunch, if you're Coach Muncie for the Cardinals? Hey, guys, Everybody counted us out. Look where we're at. What other speech do you give them at halftime?
I think that's it. I think you tell them you got to stay the course. You know, watching this team, they pass the eyeball test. They're well coached. They're disciplined, as you were saying earlier. You know, they've just got to keep doing what they're doing because they've slowed down the Bobcat offense. They've stifled them some. You know, but the Bobcats have moved the ball, but they've, you know, bent but not broken in the end zone. You know, they got to keep doing what they're doing, control the ball, run it on offense. And this Bobcat team, I like what Coach Moore's done. It's really the same thing. You got to keep doing what you do. They've moved the ball. They just got to finish. When they get a drive down in the end zone, they got to finish drives off. If they can do that, then they'll put points up on the board.
Well, I tell you what I tell you what I've noticed about this, and I tell you what I would tell my Bobcat team if I was Coach Moore. You know, this bunch came in here and they weren't intimidated. They didn't care who the Bobcats were. They didn't care about the stadium. They didn't care about what color they had on. All they knew was the guy across from them was keeping them from playing next week. That, to me, is the attitude that the Cardinals brought into this game. They weren't shaken up. They came through the left-hand side of the stadium. They came right out in front of our guys. They did their warm-ups. They were prepared. They did everything in sequence like it would seem that they do every week before a game without any nerves, without any, you know, any mistakes, if you will. And really came out and opened things up and got their offense going. We saw 2 or 3 guys running the ball for them, and we knew that was going to happen. And really and honestly, the defense for the Bobcats has done a wonderful job. They've really contained the Cardinals with the exception of that one play that Messer got down the middle of the field. And in the playoffs, especially the deeper you get, games are won and lost by big plays. 1 or 2 big plays will send you home or put you to the next round. And that's what the Cats are facing here right now. We got to come up with some big plays of our own. You see Bryant was out here warming up just a minute ago and throwing some long balls, so you got to believe that the passing game is going to be in effect here shortly.
We all know it's in the playbook. We all know Coach Moore likes to call it. We know he's got a big play receiver, and he's got a big-time quarterback on this team right here, so I'm sure we'll be coming back to that before the game's over. But we've also got an excellent offensive line and some really good running backs. So I think, you know, like I said earlier, I think if I was Coach Moore, my message to the team would be to finish. You know, offensive linemen need to finish blocks. If you're a running back, you need to run, you know, through the whistle. You need to run your route. If you're a receiver on defense, fly to the ball. We need to finish drives. You know, like you said, this team isn't intimidated. We need to make them intimidated.
Well, there is the siren, and that is the end of halftime, and we've got a fresh 12 minutes, my bad, on the clock. I went through my checklist. We thanked our sponsors. We played our commercials, and it's time for the next 12 minutes, the third quarter coming up here from the Riverbank. 6-7, Cats trail the Cardinals. Gibby Gibson lined up looking like he's going to kick the onside kick. Now Braxton Terry lines up, puts the boot to it. Kicks it back to about the 30, and it's going to be handled by number 17. Looking for a place to go and can't find it. Going to be brought down by Jaden Gibby Gibson. That was number 17 on the carry. That young man was out here doing some punts to warm up here tonight on the kicking team. That is Damian Cheek. Also plays wide receiver for the Cardinals. Defense for the Cats. Onto the field. People's Bank of Jackson, first down for the Cardinals as they will start from the 37-yard line. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success. And here come the Cardinals lined up in that wing T offense. Turns, gives. Nope, he's going to keep it. Quarterback keeper. Wesley Abner in tow and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A great tackle by Wesley Abner.
You know, Rob, you got to love a cornerback that'll come up and force like that. That was a great play.
I tell you what, if there's a cornerback, corner, C-O-R-N-E-R, if there's a DB or a cornerback that will come up and hit you, my friends, it's Wesley Abner. He will lay one on you. He played a great game last week. Good tackle that time by West. Loss of about 2, 2nd and 12 for the Cardinals as they come to the line of scrimmage. Great looking offensive line for Martin County. Quarterback turns, gives up inside, and it's Messer, I believe, tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe tackled for a loss. I think he probably got back to the line of scrimmage. Tackled that time up inside. Robertson, Hudson, Hoskins also in there playing nose guard right now on this series.
Rob, this Bobcat defense is playing fast. They're playing with aggression. I like what I'm seeing out of them start the second half.
So far to start the third quarter, Bobcat defense has turned it up a notch. Big down, 3rd and 11 for the Cardinals. Quarterback turns. Looks like he was going to give up inside, but it was a designed keeper as he pulled it out, and he was tackled hard right at the line of scrimmage.
Rob, I wonder if he hadn't been tackled right there, if that wasn't an option they were trying to develop.
It looked like the option was developing. They had a guy just outside of him, and I didn't see who made the tackle, but one of the Bobcat defensive front, maybe Michael Hudson or Corey Combs, was able to get the push that time and get through. And the Cardinals will bring out the punt team. 9:50 to go in the third. And here is the punt. It's a high punt, going to sail over to the sideline and go out of bounds right around the 50-yard line. Punter didn't get under that one. The young man did a fine job in warm-ups, but that time he shanked it, as they say.
Yeah, it looked like he just about got the first down with it, though.
Yeah, it cleared the first down marker. That'll be a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Cats as they will take over on the 45-yard line in Cardinal territory. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success. People's is ready to help you reach your dreams. Bobcats dreaming of a touchdown.
I know that Coach Moore wants to get up on that scoreboard. Let's just see how long he waits before he goes for it.
I think we're going to see it in the air early. Bryant takes a snap, sits back, goes across the middle of the field. He's got a man open, and it's Corey Combs. Caught for a big pickup of yards. Corey Combs says, stomp on this. People's Bank of Jackson, first down for the Cats. Let's move the chains.
I like the call, I like the faith he's got in his offense, Rob, to come out and open it up real early like that.
Cats come out. Bryant throws it down the middle. Corey Combs there for the completion.
Great protection there by that Bobcat offensive line as well on that play.
Able to turn, make the catch, pick up over a couple yards before he hits the dirt. And the Cats are in business. Ball on the 18. Bryant takes a snap. Give to Gibson. Delayed run. Got a blocker in front of him. Gibson plows it forward. And he's going to be up to about, he's past the 10. He's probably up around the 5, maybe 6 or 7 yard line. And that'll be a People's Bank of Jackson. That's another first down for the Cats. People's Bank working together to build success. Cats go to the ground with Jaden Gibby Gibson that time and find some success. 8:47 to go. Ball on the 7-yard line. Caden Bowling now in just to the left of Bryant. Got that outside wing of Hoskins sitting out wide. Corey Combs, out the wide tight end, if you will, of Hoskins, and Combs sitting back at the wing on that set. Run by Bowling, pickup of about 3. So it'll be second down and 5, 8:15 to go. Cats knocking on the door. Offense checks their wristbands. Line gets settled in. Corey Combs just to the right of Bryant. Hoskins and Ritchie, receivers to the right, give up inside to Corey Combs. He fights, he turns, he spins, and Corey Combs has crossed the end zone for a touchdown, Cats. So that'll be a Steak and Shake scoring drive for the Cats. Steak and Shake in Hazard, famous for their steak burgers and great milkshakes. Coach Moore again will opt to go for 2, and you kind of have to in this situation now, Eric. because of the decision to do that early, you have to go for 2 in this situation to be up to, a full touchdown, full 7 points.
Yeah, you've got to go ahead and go for it, because if you don't get it, but I tell you what, I love the blocking up front right there, and I love the excitement by Combs when he got in the end zone.
Yeah. Heavy set. In for the Cats, designed keeper. And it is good for 2. Little wildcat option out of the heavy set. No good. Oh, he fell short. As Jaden Gibby Gibson looked to have crossed the line, but he's going to fall just short of the 2-point conversion. Wow. Big play for the defense of the Cardinals. Slam the door shut on the 2-point conversion. I like the setup, though. I like the heavy set. Everybody in on the line, and the direct snap to Gibson as he takes the snap and goes toward the end zone. He just didn't get across the goal line.
Yeah, I'm like you. I like the formation. I like the call. Just not able to cross the line. This Cardinal defensive line's been getting a great push, great penetration all night long.
Cats out at midfield now. Special teams coach Shorty Combs talking to his troops. We'll say special thanks to Colby Watts and Jackson Physical Therapy. Colby Watts and Jackson Physical Therapy will get you back into the action. Colby, always a proud supporter and always here to help our Bobcats. Jiffy Mart, get in and out in a jiffy with gas, groceries, and an excellent meat department. Be sure and check out Sanford's Deli. The law office of Darrell Harold, with over 30 years of taking care of the legal needs of the citizens of Jackson and Breathitt County. Hutch Automotive and Tire Works, your home in Jackson for CarQuest Auto Parts, located on Highway 15. Come see us. Southern Woods Heating and Air for all your heating and cooling needs, installation or service, no job too big or too small for Southern Woods Heating and Air. Breathitt Automotive, formerly Breathitt County Tire, with new owner Dustin Kilburn, car care and tires to keep you on the go. Terry and Gibson set to kick. Let's see who gets it. Terry says, I've got it. Gibson says, no, I've got it. And then they pooch the kick. Ball going to go across the 50 and go out of bounds. So the ball will go out right around the 49-yard line. And Coach Combs talking to one of his players there. Hey, you could have jumped on that right around the 49. Good squib kick by Terry as it made the 10 yards, and right as it crossed the 10 yards, it might have had about a yard to have jumped on that before it went out of bounds. The referee going to spot it just on the other side of the 50, so we'll say it's on the 50.
Yeah, you'd like to get that, but you don't make that call if you don't have faith in your defense anyway.
That's right. Referees taking a minute to talk things over at midfield. So the referee's taking a minute to talk things over. I don't know what the conversation is about. 7:54 to go here in the third. Cats up 12-7. The White Hat has a question for a couple of the midfield judges and the line judge there. Looks like they got everything squared away. I'm not for sure which region these referees came from. I actually was able to speak with Doug Gross just prior to the game, and Doug did not recognize any of these guys and actually stopped by and said, hey, do you know where these guys are from? And I don't either. So we still got a conversation on the field, and a White Hat referee is the lead referee, has decided to go over and explain things to the Martin County coaching staff, and I'm still not really for sure what the discussion and the call is about. Thanks again to our sponsors here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic. If you've been injured, call Dr. Howard. He can help with over 22 years experience, including auto accidents and workers' compensation. YPK Motorsports with 3 locations in Jackson, Hazard, and Paintsville. Be sure and stop by YPK Motorsports and look at their new machines ready for your family's next outdoor adventure.
Looks like we're ready to get the action on, Rob.
We finally have discussed enough discussing. And the 7:54, the Cardinals come to the line. The wing tee offense with one receiver. Defense in the box, turn up the middle. It's going to be given to Miller. Miller, number 24, going to bounce it across the 45 up to about the 43-yard line into Bobcat territory.
That's a big gain on just a simple dive play there. Got to try not to give up that many yards on it.
Yeah, true. It's you don't want to give up that many yards on a little inside dive. You hate to see that as a defensive coordinator and inside guy. But I tell you what, you look at the linemen that the Martin County Cardinals have, and nothing shy of a big guy up front for the Cardinals. Quick snap, give up the middle again, tackled early. Brought down right around the line of scrimmage by number 20, Braden Barnett, and number 2, Jason Tolson.
Yeah, you said it. That's a big offensive line, and they've been getting a good push up front here against this Bobcat defensive line. But the Bobcats are playing with some aggression.
6:50 now to go in the third. The Bobcat Nation on their feet for third down thunder. 3rd and 1. Looking for a big play from the defense. The Cardinals line up in the wing with one receiver split out to the right. Quarterback keep inside, and he gets the 1 yard and is finally going to be brought down after a pickup of about 3, I believe. He's going to get the 1 yard they need for the first down, and the ball going to be sitting at around the 38-yard line. So good quarterback keeper that time as he just took the snap, leaned forward, and continued to push behind the lineman, and he picks up the first down.
It looked like they went on the touch right there. As soon as he got underneath the center, he snapped that ball.
Good observation. As soon as he was under center, the ball was snapped. And that'll be a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Cardinals of Martin County, working together to build success. People's Bank of Jackson, ready to help you reach your dreams. Cardinals turn. That time Messer hurdles over a defensive player of the Cats and picks up about 5 yards as he jumped over a lineman and a defensive guy of the Cats.
Cardinals find themselves down right now, but they're not rushing anything. They're not hurrying. They're playing poised and relaxed and running their offense right now, Rob, and having some success with it.
Very composed football team. I'm going to give them this vote of confidence. This is probably the most disciplined and most composed football team we have played. Everybody doing their job. Everybody knows what the other guy's doing. You don't see any confusion amongst them, and they go out there and go to work. This time number 24, that's Miller again over to the sideline. Picks up the first down, but we got a flag. Number 24, that is Miller. Let's see what the call is. Flag right over on the sideline. Maybe a block in the back or a hold right where it's a face mask on the defense. We didn't need that one, Eric. So the Cats assessed the face mask penalty, and that will be another People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Cardinals. People's Bank working together to build success. Cardinals with a lot of life in them, Eric.
Yeah, they're looking pretty methodical right now, Rob. They're not at all, they don't seem to be rushing or pushing themselves right now. They're just taking their time and running their offense.
Messer with 122 yards so far in the game for the Cardinals. Jude under center, turns, gives up inside, and he's tackled immediately. That was number 14. Dawson Mills. Michael Hudson in on the tackle. So a loss of 1 yard on the play, 2nd and 11. 4:39 to go in the third. Cats with a 12-7 lead. Ball on the 12-yard line.
If the Cats could manage to stop right down here in the red zone, it would be a huge momentum swing.
Huge momentum swing for the Cats if they can get a stop. You're exactly right. Clock ticking with 4:19 to go. And we got a lot of movement on the line on both sides. Let's see who's going to get the call. And we're going to get false start on the offense. So the Cardinals, they are assessed that penalty, and they will be backed up 5 yards. 2nd and 16 now as they repeat the down. 4:15 on the clock. Ball sitting on the 17-yard line. Cardinals come out in the wing. One receiver to the left. Quarterback under center. Turns. And a big hit that time on Messer.
There was big hits all over. They hit the first back through the quarterback and the ball carrier.
Well, and I'm glad you said it like that, because that's the way the defense has to play in this wing offense. The defense, you have to be responsible for what you are responsible for every play all night long. If you've got the first back through, you better have the first back through all night long.
Yeah.
Because sooner or later, it's going to be your tackle.
Yeah, like you said before, alignment and assignment. And on that play, every man had their assignment. And they were able to get a big stop right there. 3rd and 17, that's not the kind of situation you want to be in when you got a ground and pound, grinded out offense like the Cardinals do.
Long way to go. We're still working in the red zone, and we're going to get a timeout on the field called by Coach Muncie and the Cardinals. They want to talk things over, and we will take this chance to talk about our sponsors. Thanks again to SEC Auto Sales. SEC Auto Sales, go by and see them for your new ride. They have a great selection, and they're ready to get you rolling. Rose Brothers Department Store with locations in Jackson and Bateville. Shop in the store or go online at rosebros.com. HCTC offering educational programs that work for you with campuses in Hazard and Jackson. Never underestimate you. PDQ Sales and Service, formerly Jackson Wholesale, serving the wholesale needs and supplying Eastern Kentucky. Lakeside Homes, if you're looking for a new home, be sure and stop by Lakeside Homes. They have a great selection, and you'll always get a great deal. Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply, be sure and stop by and see Scott for all your electrical, plumbing, heating, septic, and appliance needs. Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy, great people who have your safety at heart. Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy have always been proud supporters of the Bobcats. Variety Pizza, your home for the best pizza in Jackson, along with their famous hoagies. And Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, celebrating 60 years of serving the financial needs of Jackson and Breathitt County. Man in motion, give to Messer. He's got a lead blocker, looks to the corner. Big tackle by Alex Strong. And the Cats and Alex Strong stop the Cardinals right around the 15-yard line. A great little play that time. I don't think we've seen Messer in motion at this point, but the Cardinals put Messer in motion. He comes around, takes the handoff, has a lead blocker, and I believe the lead blocker was number 24, Madden Miller, the other running back who's...
Yeah, you said that was a good wrinkle. That looked like they had something going there.
It really did.
Good job by Strong to come up and force him.
Great open field tackle that time made by Alex Strong. Defense trying to get set. They call for Sperry to come off and Strong to stay on the field. Everybody in the box. Cardinals sit back to pass. Going to the end zone. Overthrown. Incomplete. And the Cats and the defense come up big with 2:11 in the third quarter, slamming the door on the Cardinals. 4th down and 13. Cardinals roll out for a pass, and it's incomplete. Yes. And that'll be a People's Bank of Jackson. First down for the Cats as they'll take over on the 14-yard line. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success.
Cardinals had a drive going there, Rob. Had some momentum, had a couple of negative plays and a little penalty down there, and it really backed them up. They weren't able to recover.
They had a guy going to the corner of the end zone, too, right then, and they just overthrew him. Bryant goes to work, fakes inside, sits back in the pocket. All kinds of time going down the field for Blake Ritchie, who's wide open. Caught, and he's going to be tackled deep into Cardinal territory at the 40-yard line. And Blake Ritchie just nonchalantly jogs across the field and says, let's do some work, boys.
That young man's been doing it every week. It was about time for him to make a big play in this game.
You got to love it. Senior leadership. Blake Ritchie that time with a big catch down the field.
Another great job blocking up front, and a good job by the Bobcat quarterback to go through his progressions, find the open man, and made a perfect throw.
Yep. Bryant settles in, waiting on the snap. Good snap from big Evan Miller. Bryant slips, looks down the field, slips, hit as he's thrown, but it's caught by Austin Sperry. He makes a man miss and finds the corner of the end zone.
Big time play.
Wow, what you said it, big time. Bryant loses his footing twice, not once, but twice. Settles in, makes the throw, hit as he's thrown.
That was a great effort by Bryant. There was a huge pickup by Gibson right there.
Yeah. Yes.
Backfield, huge pickup, and then a great athletic play by Sperry to get
great block by Gibson to set things up for Bryant, gives him time to throw it down the field. Let's talk about the footwork of Austin Sperry. Catches the ball in stride, sees the DB, makes the man miss. Says, I get that corner pylon right there. That one's mine. And that's where he goes.
That's the kind of plays you got to make if you want to stay alive in the playoffs.
And we're going to get a penalty, delay a game, as the Cats didn't have enough people on the field. But Terry sits up, kicks the extra point. Braxton knocks that one home. 1:35 to go in the third. That'll be 19-7. Cats with the lead. That penalty, delay a game, I guess, will that be assessed on the kickoff? Okay, all right, I got you. So the Cats on top, 19-7. Big offensive series that time for the Cats. You know, we talked in the first half, Eric, you really wanted to see the composure, the mindset, the attitude of not just the team, but also the coaches and the team. Let's work together, guys. Let's do what the coaches tell us to do. Great play calling, great defense that time by the Cats to shut out the Cardinals down here deep, looking at the end zone 18 yards away, and they slam the door shut.
You know, that's a great point, Rob. The players, they feed off the coaches, and if the coaches start, changing what they do, if they start kind of stressing things and rushing, that affects the players and their mindset. And when you start doing that, then you get off your game plan, and really bad things start happening sometimes.
The 12th man on the field is momentum. And that time, Blake Ritchie shook hands with him and said, guys, we're going to get Mo on our team. Blake Ritchie with that big pickup to get the Cats rolling on that offense drive. Big kick by Braxton. Terry rolls down to the 15, picked up at the 13. Comes up the middle of the field, big hit. Ball is on the ground.
Bobcats got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Bobcats have capitalized on this opportunity and come up with a fumble recovery. The young man that handled the ball that was coming up the field was coming in a hurry.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which one of the backs it was, but he took a licking. He took a hit. Ball comes out.
I think momentum's wearing the blue jersey right now, Rob.
Well, 1:29 to go in the third. Cats, great field position. Coach Moore.
He likes to go for the jugular in a situation like this.
Coach Moore's got at the hammer and the nail, and he's wanting to put the last nail in the coffin. Let's see what they do. Bryant sits back in the pocket, looks down the field, across the middle, wide open. Isaac Wheels Turner. Reception is good down to the 5-yard line for the Cats.
That's another great throw by Bryant. Got it over top of the center. The defender dropped it right into Turner. That was a great play.
That is a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Cats as they will move the chains up to the 6-yard line. First and goal for the Cats. Coach Moore says, here's the play, guys. Let's do this. Bryant settles in behind the line. Gibson just to his left. Bryant takes a snap. Give up inside to Gibson. Gets a block. And Jaden Gibby Gibson is in for the score.
They got this Cardinal team kind of back on their heels right now, Rob.
They got them rocking. The Cardinals are starting to see the offense and the defense that we saw last week against West Carter. Bobcats using a little momentum off that last series. They pick up a big fumble recovery and capitalize, and Braxton Terry on to attempt his second extra point of the night. It's up. It splits the uprights, and it's good. Great kick by Braxton. 57 seconds to go in the third. The Cats are now up 26-7.
That's a huge turnaround right there.
Well, we talked earlier about how quickly both of these ball clubs can put up points. And that time, the Cats really went to work. Yeah, 20 points in the third, yeah.
Yeah, we talk about it a lot, about body language. You can read a lot by watching the way somebody holds himself. And right now, the body language is still positive for this Cardinal team. But, if the momentum continues to be with the Bobcats here,
it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
Be difficult. A lot of football left in this one, though, folks. Less than a minute to go in the third. Cats up 26-7. We got the little trickeration here going on the kickoff again, as both Gibby Gibson and Braxton Terry will line up like they are going to kick the extra point. And both of them look to the sideline like they're looking for a notion from the special teams coach about who's going to kick it. So you never really know. Jaden Gibby Gibson that time kicks it, and it's going to be covered by number 12 of the Cardinals. And the Cardinals will take over right around the 49-yard line.
Yeah, you're up 19. You got momentum on your side. Why not go for the onside kick right there?
Yeah, I agree with that. That's going to come up big in the playoffs for a team when they continue to use that like that. And I like the Cats doing that. I really do. It's an opportunity, if you will. Every time you're kicking off, you got a chance to get the ball back.
Hey, they've had a lot of success with that the last couple of weeks.
In a game where there's some moisture on the field, it's a good chance the ball could come out and a player recover it. Big tackle that time by the Cats. About 7 guys coming in on the ball to make the tackle for a loss.
Yeah, this defense is energized right now.
Yeah, they're going to give him forward progression and mark it back up at the 49-yard line. And we got a timeout by the Cardinals. So we'll take this opportunity to continue thanking our sponsors. Appalachian Wireless is Eastern Kentucky. Great service, great people. Get more of the Appalachian Advantage plan. And thanks to the law offices of David A. Johnson with offices in Hazard and Jackson. If you've been injured, call David and his staff. They are the car wreck professionals. SEC Auto Sales. Be sure and stop by SEC Auto Sales and pick out your new ride. They have a great selection, and they're anxious to get you rolling. Rose Brothers Department Store with locations in Jackson and Bateville. Shop in the store or online at rosebros.com. Hazard Community and Technical College, offering educational programs that work for you with campuses in Hazard and Jackson. PDQ Sales and Service, formerly Jackson Wholesale, serving the wholesale needs and supplying Eastern Kentucky. Lakeside Homes, be sure and stop by Lakeside Homes if you're looking for a new home. Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply, stop by and see Scott for all your electrical, plumbing, heating needs, along with septic systems and appliance parts. So with 37 seconds now on the clock here in the third, we'll update you on a score, courtesy of tieback by way of Darren. Lloyd Memorial is up 34-0 at this point over Walton Verona. As we get a Cardinal player that breaks loose, that is Madden Miller, number 24, as he goes up the middle of the field for the Cardinals. That'll be a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Cardinals. Big pickup of yards that time for Miller.
Yeah, big play. I think that was just another straight dive. Good push up front and kind of got lost in the shuffle. Sometimes it's hard to locate a back that's smaller stature like that, and he can get by a few defenders, break a tackle, and then he's got a big game.
We've talked about this when we played Powell County, and this offense is similar. You got one or two or sometimes three backs, and one of those guys, is they got to run and go at the ball, and one of those guys is going to break through the line sooner or later at one of those positions. And that's what we talked about. You got to play your responsibility all night against an offense like this wing. Coach,
that says a lot about this Martin County team right now, Rob. They're playing hard right now, still down 19. Fourth quarter just starting. They've got a lot of fight left in them still yet.
Coach Collins, we're going to take a break. We're going to go to commercial. We'll be right back here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Bank's vision is to be the best community bank in America. We strive to use our knowledge, talents, and resources to improve the quality of life in our communities. This year, People's Bank is celebrating our 120th anniversary by delivering 120 acts of kindness. These acts of kindness bring us just as much joy as to those that receive them. People's Bank, working together, building success.
GoTime is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cold drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure you try our Chester's Fried Chicken. GoTime, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at GoTime.
The offense of the Cardinals is a methodical offense, and we were just talking about it. It can just about put you to sleep as they will pound and pound and pound and try to run that one or two running back into the same area, and then all of a sudden they'll bounce somebody outside. And as a defensive player, if you get sucked down inside and you lose containment, that guy can break out and get free. The ball comes loose again on the handoff. First back through, got a hard tackle.
Yeah, that defense is playing so aggressive. They hit that first back so hard that it caused the quarterback to fumble the ball as he was making the handoff.
Quarterback went to make the handoff, lost the handle, but the actual guy that was trying to get the handoff, I believe, was Miller, and he was able to cover that one up. Rushing yards for the Cardinals has Messer up to 132 and Miller at 57. Yeah, if you don't keep containment, and it's easy to do as a defensive back, you're used to working out here on a corner or on a receiver. It's easy to get sucked down in, and then a guy bounce it out. That time Miller goes up inside, right off the center and guard. Pickup of about 2 yards before he's tackled. Hudson, Robertson, and Hoskins inside for the Cats.
The defensive front has played a really good game here tonight.
Yeah.
You know, the linemen, the linebackers, the defensive secondary also. This Bobcat defense is, they've earned their money here tonight, Rob.
Yep. 10:40 to go here in the fourth. Cardinals knocking on the door. 4th down and 1. Ball on the 16-yard line. Cardinals, a big play for them right now. And Coach Muncie going to say, let's take a timeout. Let's talk this one over. He knows it's a big play in the fourth quarter. If they can convert right here.
That's his last time out.
That's his last one.
Yeah. Well, like you said, this is a big play. You might as well use it.
Yeah.
It doesn't do you any good, to keep it in your back pocket, does it?
Yeah, you got to use it. They need it right now at this point in the game. You talk about a big conversion and a little bit of a momentum swing. If they can get this 1 yard here on 4th and 1, and they're knocking on the door of the end zone.
Yeah, if you're the Bobcat coaching staff, you're telling your club, don't get drawn off sides. Don't give them an easy first down right here. And just what you were saying a minute ago, don't fall asleep. They've been pounding the ball inside. Look for them to pull it, try a counter, or get something outside of you. You got to remember your assignment.
Thanks again to Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy. Great people who have your safety at heart. Family and Hometown Pharmacy are proud supporters of the Bobcats. Variety Pizza, your home in Jackson for the best pizza and famous hoagies. A little bit of a wishbone action, and a quarterback keeper tries to pick up the 1 yard and does as he continues to drive forward. And we got a player that lost a helmet who will have to walk off the field for a play. Get his helmet back on. Got another. Guess that's the quarterback going to the sideline to get the play. That'll be a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Cardinals, as that'll move the chains. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success, and they remind you they're always here to help you reach your dreams. And this right now, the Cardinals still reaching. They get that first down, and they can smell the end zone. Line up in that wing. Quarterback under center, turns, gives first back through, tackled That time by Robertson and Hudson. Good tackle that time by Ryan Robertson, senior on the defense.
Bobcats, they've done a good job of tackling here tonight, Rob. I haven't seen too many missed tackles or arm tackles or anything like that. They've been wrapping these Cardinals up and holding on to them and waiting for their teammates to come help bring them down. Fundamentally,
this ball club has grown leaps and bounds from last year. People talked about our run defense last year and how it was lacking, and you said it. There's really no arm tackles. When you get a tackle from this Bobcat club, it's going to come, and you're going to know it. You're going to feel it real quick. Give that time to Messer just off the left end. First back through was the fake, and quarterback gives to Messer. Pickup of about 3 yards, maybe 4. Ball up to the 5-yard line now for the Cardinals. Another big third down thunder for the Cats. Bobcat Nation getting behind the Bobcats here on the riverbank. Pretty good crowd. It looked like early we were going to be lacking, but the stands are filled, and Bobcat Nation behind the Cats here. 3rd down and 5. Cardinals trying to punch it into the end zone. Quarterback under center, turns, gives to Messer, dances around, and he crosses the end zone. Waiting on us. Yes, there's a signal from the referee. And the Cardinals score with 8:33 to go in the 4th quarter. That'll be a Steak and Shake scoring drive for the Cardinals of Martin County. Steak and Shake of Hazard, famous for their steak burgers and their great milkshakes.
Yeah, that was a good job by Messer to weave his way in there. It looked like the Bobcats had him bottled up, but he was able to make a shortcut or two inside. Yeah. Didn't have much room to work with.
We use this descriptive term a lot and say they're a shifty back, and he really can slither through a gap, if you will. He can find a small seam and really get through there. He's a real shifty guy and can really make you pay if you leave an opening. And he's got some good linemen in there too that can really make an opening.
Yeah.
Extra point kicker on the field for the Cardinals. Kick is up, and it hits the uprights and bounces off. And we got a flag down.
I think the flag was going to be roughing the kicker because they hit him, but when you miss the kick, I think that it's...
Yeah. Kick is no good, but the penalty, they're still saying roughing the kicker is going to be assessed against the Cats. So with that penalty,
I guess maybe he didn't get the ball. Is that how it goes? Do you have to block the kick?
I don't know. Lloyd Memorial is up now 41-0, and one kid on the defense there has 4 interceptions for Lloyd. So Lloyd Memorial will be a team to watch and to look out for. Looks like defensively they really put on a show against Walton Verona so far. So that time the penalty was assessed against the Cats, and the Cardinals got the second opportunity to kick the extra point, and that one was good. Through the uprights with 8:33 to go, and that'll make it 26-14. Cats over the Cardinals here in the 4th quarter. Plenty of time for some good football. Folks, if you get a chance, be sure and stop by and tell you one of our sponsors that you heard about them on Bluegrass Sports Nation's broadcast of tonight's 2nd round of the KHSAA playoffs. We couldn't do it without you fine folks watching the live streams at home, and we couldn't do it without our fine sponsors supporting this great ball club. So be sure and stop by and let them know that you heard Eric and Rob talking about them. The Cats special teams coach Shorty Combs has coached up the return team. Isaac Wheels Turner, number 22, will be back deep to kick. The hands team will be on the field to handle this one again, as they are anticipating an onside kick from the Cardinals of Martin County.
Well, they should be anticipating one if they're not.
Yeah. Well, they should be, because that's, at this point in the ball game, Martin County's got to have the ball. They want possession. They got to have control of the clock. And to do that right now, they got to be successful on the onside kick. It's got to go 10 yards, and one of their guys has got to cover it up. Hands team for the Bobcats trying to do the opposite. They kick it over the head of the Cats, and it's going to go out of bounds. It looked to me like the young man was going to line up and kick it to the right side of the field, and they had their own tricks planned for the Cats like we usually do, and they kick it with an opposite man, and it comes over the head of the hands team and goes out of bounds.
And Bobcats fortunate right there that it went out of bounds, because Cardinals came very close to recovering that one.
Ball going to be spotted on the 35-yard line, and that'll be a People's Bank of Jackson first down. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success. This first down drive will start on the 35-yard line, 8:33.
Rob, with 8.5 minutes, up 12 points, it's really too early to kind of take your foot off the gas right now.
Yep.
Bobcats still got to try to control this clock and get some points on the board.
Tyler Bryant settles in, waits on the snap from Evan Miller. Good snap. Fake to Gibby Gibson. Looks down the field. Throws deep. He's got a man over there, and it's Blake Ritchie, and it's caught. Hit is caught as he goes out of bounds right around the 25-yard line, and a great catch by Blake Ritchie. Once again, the senior Bobcat comes up big here in the fourth quarter. Couple high fives. Blake says, watch this. I go to the other side of the field. Coach, let me have the ball again. Coach, hey, Coach, do you see it? Hey, let me have
This Bobcat offense has really done a good job of controlling the clock and running the ball the last few weeks, but that tonight they're opening things up, aren't they, Rob?
Great first play to open that drive. Another People's Bank of Jackson first down. Bryant turns, give it to Gibson, and Gibby is open up the middle, and I believe he will pick up another first down. Gibson gets up slow, sheltering the ankle on the left side, and that'll bring in Caden Bowling. Jaden will get checked out real quick, maybe walk off the ankle sprain. Great job that time by Jaden Gibby Gibson to pick up the first down. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success. Gibson that time successful on the first down, run up the middle. Brings in Caden Bowling just to the left of Bryant. Give to Bowling up inside. He makes the man miss. Up the middle and across the end zone for Caden Bowling. A great run for Caden right up the middle of the field. 7:42 to go in the fourth. And that is a go time scoring drive for the Cats. Go time, refresh, refill, and refuel with 7 great locations to serve you. Great run for Caden that time as he comes into the game. A little delayed handoff right up the middle. Great blocking by the offensive line. And pay dirt for Caden Bowling and the Cats.
Yeah, that's a good-looking drive. It's just what they needed to keep momentum on their side, Rob, after a Martin County score.
7:42. Cats going to go for 2. Try to make it 34-14. They're going to get the ball off just before the clock runs out. And the ball tipped, but it's caught by Brady Tincher over in the corner of the end zone. Nice rollout that time by Bryant. Ball tipped by a Cardinal player, but Brady able to get the hands on it, makes the reception. That'll make it 34-14. Cats by 20. With 7:42 to go here in the fourth quarter, Eric Collins.
Yeah, like I said a moment ago, that's a good-looking drive by the Bobcats. It was too early to take their foot off the pedal because, if they had a 3-and-out or something like that, give the ball back to this Martin County offense, another big play, quick score by them, and then they're going to attempt another onside.
Martin County has already shown that they can get up the field quickly, and And they can kick the onside kick too. So
yeah, you just can't get into conservative mode too quickly. You know, that's when you give ball games away. And I'm glad to see Coach Moore and his staff understanding the situation and you know, not taking their foot off the gas.
Blake Ritchie, 5 receptions for 118 yards. Having a whale of a game.
Yeah, he's been a big-time contributor to the Bobcats the last few weeks.
Thanks again to Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, celebrating 60 years of serving the financial needs of Breathitt County. Check out the free CBTJ mobile app, banking right on your mobile device. Appalachian Wireless is Eastern Kentucky. Great service, great people. Get more with the Appalachian Advantage Plan. You see Braxton Terry on to kick the kickoff, as well as Jaden Gibby Gibson. So Gibby has walked off the injury, and a big boot by Braxton Terry, going to kick it back to the 20. And I believe that's Messer, I believe. Messer handles the kickoff and brings it up from the 20 up to about the 37-yard line. So good pickup by Messer. That'll be a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Cardinals as they will kick this drive off from the 37.
Still 7.5 minutes of football to play here, Rob.
A lot of time on the clock. Cardinals with time to get the ball down the field. Messer off the left end. Tackled that time by Tincher. Braxton Terry in the game on defense. And Michael Hudson, I believe, in on the tackle.
This Bobcat defense is still playing with a lot of aggression and speed, Rob. That's the kind of thing you'd like to see this late in the ball game.
Defensively, you got to love it. They never turn it down. You know, you may have I hate to say blown assignment, but you know, sometimes you can't do everything right all the time. Time the pitch over to Madden Miller. Miller around the left side, and he's going to be tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Corey Combs, Michael Hudson, and looks like Blake Ritchie. And we got a late flag coming in after the tackle. Robertson going to come in and Hoskins go out. White hat and both referees out there talking with him, looking at the Bobcat defense. We got 2 Cats coming off the field, and I only saw 1 go on. So personal foul against the Bobcats. I got 10 players on the field, I believe.
And after the penalty, it'll bring up a first down Cardinals.
No, we got 11. Just making sure. So the penalty assessed to the Bobcats will bring up a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Cardinals. People's Bank of Jackson reminds you that they are there to help you reach your dreams. And we got another whistle as the line judge walks in to look at the spot of the ball. And they will have a discussion with the white hat at midfield. Ethan Bowling runs onto the field for the Cats. And Michael Hudson will come off for the Cats. 6:36 to go in the fourth. Bobcats up 34-14. Cardinals with the ball on the 47-yard line in Bobcat territory. Quarterback goes to work, turns, fakes the pitch. Wow, a little counter action intended for number 14 on the way back through. And Dawson Mills says hello to Brady Tincher. Brady there waiting on that one.
Yeah, great read by Brady Tincher, not fooled by the misdirection at all.
Gobbles up the little counter play as they fake the pitch, and Mills coming around the other side, gets the handoff, and Brady right there to make the tackle. Loss of yards on that one. Second down and 13. Cardinal offense comes to the field in the wing once again. No receivers. Quarterback turns. Fakes it. Going to keep it. Looks to the right side, and he's going to be tackled by Alex Strong out of bounds. Right around the 46, 47-yard line. Great tackle that time by Strong.
Yeah, Strong's done an excellent job. Him and Abner both tonight have come up and forcing on the runs, Rob.
And we got a face mask call.
Whenever he reached up to grab the quarterback, he just did touch it. He didn't even grab a hold of it. I'm surprised they called that, Rob.
Yeah. Got a face mask call against the Bobcats, so that will be assessed. And the ball will be on the 43-yard line in Bobcat territory. 34-14, 5:30 to go in the fourth. Wing T offense sets up again for the Cardinals. Give to the second back through, and that is number 14. Dawson Mills with another good run. He's going to get up around the 45-yard line. And that will move the chains. That'll be a People's Bank of Jackson. First down for the Cardinals of Martin County. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build success.
They got up on the line real quick that time, got set and snapped the ball before the Bobcats really were in line right there.
You notice that their quarterback doesn't even crouch down to take the snap. He's almost standing upright when he takes the snap from the center. Pretty much just turns and has to give the first back through or make a couple steps to the second back. No easy position to play, but we got a flag coming from the back line judge, and that'll be a delay of game against the Cardinals. 4:59 to go. So that'll back the Cardinals up. And we got referees out here talking again, discussing that call. Thanks again to the law offices of David A. Johnson with offices in Hazard and Jackson. If you've been injured, call David and his staff. They are the car wreck professionals. Appalachian Wireless is Eastern Kentucky with great service, great people. Get more with the Appalachian Advantage plan. Jackson Physical Therapy and Colby Watts. Jackson Physical Therapy will get you back into the action. Colby is always a proud supporter of the Bobcats. Always here to help our guys out with their bumps and bruises. Jiffy Mart, get in and out in a jiffy with gas, groceries, and a great meat department. Be sure and check out Sanford's Deli. The law office of Darrell Harold with over 30 years of taking care of the legal needs of the citizens and Breathitt County.
Yeah.
What was the call? They waved the penalty off, so no delay of game. The clock didn't move, I guess. I don't know. Well, I didn't understand the whistle because there was still time on the clock right behind him.
I don't think that the two clocks are in sync right there, because
it may not.
This one threw the clock, and he was looking at this.
Okay, he was looking at that one. So no penalty assessed. Cardinals come back out and go to work. Everybody in the box. Mountain football, you got to love it. Quarterback keeper designed. 2 lead blockers and no whistle yet. Still on his feet. And he'll be finally blown dead there. The whistle will stop the forward progression. Host of Bobcats in on the tackle. Ball will be spotted right around 33, 34-yard line. Say 32 on the clock, so we'll go with that. And 2nd and 6, ball on the 32-yard line. 4:24 to go. Cardinal offense jogs back to the line of scrimmage. You got to love that about them, Eric. They still coming to the ball, still wanting to get dirty and play more. Inside, first back through, tackled, but look out, here comes number 14. That is Mills. Big pickup that time.
Got to say, no wonder these backs, get so much yardage each game. They all do a good job of setting up their blocks. Like you said, they're shifty runners, and they run downhill, Rob.
Well, they run downhill, and they sell the fake well.
Yes, they do.
They really sell the fake. If they don't get the ball, it's hard to tell. You don't know it for sure. Shelby Valley has won over Middlesboro 28-21. Corbin 49, LCC 0. And of course, we updated you with that Lloyd score, 41-0. They were winners. Bobcats able to stop the offense that time. Gabe Fugit in now for the Cats up front. Beechwood is up 55-7. No surprise in that one. 3:35 to go here from the Riverbank. Cardinals knocking on the door, trying to get the ball across the goal line. And they're going to give. Ball comes out. It's on the ground. Who covered it up?
I think they covered it up in the end zone, Rob.
The ball comes out, rolls into the end zone, and a Cardinal player jumps on it to cover it up. And that'll be a touchdown for the Cardinals. That'll be a Steak and Shake scoring drive for the Cardinals of Martin County. Steak and Shake in Hazard, famous for their great steak burgers and milkshakes. 3:21 to go, 34-20. No give up in these Cardinals. They have not quit. They are still clawing, and they are lined up, looks like, to kick the extra point.
Yeah, you're right. They're still fighting, and it makes that last touchdown by this Bobcat offense that much more important.
It sure does. Kick is up, and it is through the uprights and good. And with 3:21 to go in the game, that'll make it 34-21. So the Cardinals continue to stay in this one, and you can bet right now we're going to see another onside kick, Eric. I would be very surprised if they don't try the onside kick right here.
Yeah, well, I mean, but they have to at this point. So the Bobcats need to come out with the Hands team, be ready for it. Need to remember what they did on that last play, kicking away from the Hands team, trying to get the ball over here in space. I'm sure that this Bobcat coaching staff is going to have their special teams unit ready for that.
Special thanks again to Hutch Automotive and Tire Works, your home in Jackson for CarQuest Auto Parts, located on Highway 15. Southern Woods Heating and Air for all your heating and cooling needs with installation or service. No job too big or too small. Breathitt Automotive, formerly Breathitt County Tire, with new owner Dustin Kilburn. He'll take care of all your car care and tire needs. Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic. If you've been injured, call Dr. Howard with 22 years experience, no referral needed. He can help, including auto accidents and workers' compensation. Thanks again to YPK Motorsports coming on board tonight with 3 locations in Eastern Kentucky, Jackson, Hazard, and Paintsville. In-stock machines ready for your family's next outdoor adventure. Visit ypkmotorsports.com for your next ride. SEC Auto Sales. Be sure and see the guys at SEC for your new ride. SEC has a great selection, and they're ready to get you on the road. Rose Brothers Department Store with locations in Jackson and Bateville. Shop in the store or online at ROSEBROS.com. That's rosebrothers.com. So here we go with the kick from the Cardinals. We talked about it. Here comes a much anticipated onside kick from the Cardinals. Travels the 10 yards and going to be covered up. Good job by the Hands team of the Bobcats. And that was Wesley Abner doing the work that time. Good job, Wesley, able to get on the ball, cover it up for the Cats. That secures this People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Cats as they go to work on the 49-yard line. Ball on the far side of the field on that right side hash mark if you're on the offense, traveling right to left. Looks like 2 backs in the backfield now. Combs at the wing back, and I believe that is Gibson just to the right of Bryant. Ball given to Gibson. Gibson up the middle, pickup of about a yard, maybe 2. Thanks again to HCTC, offering educational programs that work for you with campuses in Hazard and Jackson. Never underestimate you. PDQ Sales and Service, formerly Jackson Wholesale, serving the wholesale needs and supplying Eastern Kentucky. Lakeside Homes, if you're in the market for a new home, be sure and stop by Lakeside Homes. They've got a great selection, and you'll always get a great deal. Stop by and see Scott for all your electrical, plumbing, heating, and septic and appliance needs at Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply. Bryant settles in, waits on the snap. Good snap from Miller. Turns, gives to Caden Bowling. Gets a block. Caden Bowling up the middle. He's got some green grass, and he's not tripped up yet before he gets to the 13-yard line. Caden Bowling like a streak of lightning through the middle of the field. A good block inside, and Caden says, goodbye, see you later. One man came in trying to knock the ball loose, and Caden kept trucking, but finally able to get him down. Ball up to, they got him spotted at the 15. I thought he made it just past the 15-yard line, but that'll be a People's Bank of Jackson first down for the Cats.
Yeah, that was a nice, tough downhill run by Bowling right there, Rob. The Cardinal defender that tried to strip him right there slowed him down just enough for the
other guy.
Grab him.
Yep. So great run by Caden that time. Picks up the first down. Bobcats offense settles back in. Bryant waiting on the snap. Good snap from Big Evan Miller. Give to Bowling again around the left tackle, and he's going to be tackled at around the 3-yard line. Another good run by Caden to get the Bobcats even closer to another score as the clock stops with 1:36 to go here in the fourth. Thanks again to Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy. Great people who have your safety at heart. Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy have always been proud supporters of the Bobcats. Bryant and the offense getting set now.
Let some time tick off the clock.
Yeah,
here.
Trying to use up some clock. Bowling just to Bryant's right, and we will get a timeout by Coach Moore and the Cats with 1:11 to go. Thanks again to Jackson Physical Therapy and Colby Watts. Jackson Physical Therapy is always here to get you back into the action, and Colby is a proud supporter of our Bobcats. Jiffy Mart, get in and out in a jiffy with gas, groceries, and a great meat department. The law office of Darrell Harold, with over 30 years of taking care of the legal needs of the citizens of Jackson and Breathitt County. Yeah, great job that time by Caden Bowling to get the Bobcats into scoring position right now as they've worked the ball down the field really quickly. Cats executing well on offense, able to take the best shot, if you will, by the Cardinals and come back and move the ball down the field. Not to take anything away from this Cardinal ball club, they have really given the Cats all that they wanted here tonight.
Yeah, they really have. They came to play tonight, and hats off to them. You can tell they're well coached and prepared, and they've played hard. But this Bobcat
Cats going to set up in the victory formation. Tyler Bryant will take the snap and take a knee. That will get the clock running. And Coach Moore will try to run the clock out here tonight on this one. Cats ball on about the 3-yard line. And they will let the clock tick down. Game clock is on 30 and the actual clock is on 45. So they will have to run that victory formation play one more time.
I like this by Coach Moore because, they're out of timeouts.
Yeah, you could have
end the game right here.
You could have went for a score, but you risk, a fumble or an interception.
Or an injury.
Or an injury, and Coach Moore makes the safe call, goes for the victory formation with 1:11 to go. That'll run the clock out. Folks, we'll be back here in just a minute after these commercials to recap this one. The Bobcats victorious here at home over the Cardinals.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
PDQ Sales and Services, formerly known as Jackson Wholesale Company, is a locally owned and operated convenience store and grocery store supplier with a full line of products. They have ice cream, groceries, meat, dairy, candy, and more. They even have janitorial supplies, including Tactical Strike disinfectant. Tactical Strike has been approved by the EPA to kill the virus that causes COVID-19. Give PDQ a call today at 606-666-2495.
Everyone here at SEC Auto Sales wants to wish the Breathitt County Bobcats a safe and successful season. We are located at 650 Highway 15 South in Jackson, Kentucky. If you're in the market for a new vehicle, please call one of our knowledgeable salespersons at 606-272-6888 or visit us online at secautosales.com. Check out our inventory, take a test drive, find your dream car at SEC Auto Sales.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. When you choose one of our offices for your personal injury case, whether it's a car accident or any other type of personal injury claim, you get a team that handles everything. If it's a car wreck, we get your car repaired, we get you a rental car, we guide you through the treatment process. With over 20 years of experience, our clients get paid, in most cases without going to court. So call the pros and let us handle everything.
Rose Brothers Department Stores in Jackson and Bateville are happy to help bring all the exciting Bobcat football action to fans this season. Rose Brothers is the destination of fans and athletes for the outerwear, fleece, and footwear you need, whether you participate or spectate. Come see our latest from Columbia, Under Armour, and Simply Southern for adults and children, and use our layaway plan any time of year. Visit our website, rosebros.com, for more information. And join all of us at Rose Brothers in Jackson and Bateville in supporting the young athletes of Eastern Kentucky.
Lakeside Homes, located in Jackson, Kentucky, has been serving Breathitt and surrounding counties for over 27 years. They have new and manufactured homes from Norris, Clayton, and Fleetwood, single wides, double wides, and also an assortment of quality used homes. Many financing options available, offering site prep, delivery, and setup for a no-hassle experience. To find your new home, visit them at 42 Jeffs Drive in Jackson or on the web at www.lakesidehomesjackson.com or call 606-666-7558.
All right, folks, we are back from Mike Holcomb Athletic Complex, round 2, like we said at the beginning of the night of the KHSAA high school football playoffs. Mountain football at its finest. This ball game really was never out of reach for the Cardinals, and the Cardinals believed that they could do it. But this Bobcat club, multi-dimensional offensive unit that can do a lot of things, a lot of different formations, and a lot of tools to play with in the toolbox for Kyle Moore. As the Cats continue to roll in the playoffs, they beat the Cardinals 34-21. Eric Collins, what's your recap and your take on tonight?
Well, I like what you said. How this team has a lot of tools in the toolbox, and I like how Coach Moore knew which one just to pull out tonight. You know, they've been kind of relying on the offensive line and the running game here kind of late in the season, and it's worked well for them to control games and close games out. But tonight, late in the game, he opened things up, went to the air, and his receivers came up big for him. Blake Ritchie and Austin Sperry both. And Tyler Bryant was able to, overcome a few, kind of high snaps, handled them well, was able to step up in the pocket, keep his eyes downfield, and make some big plays for this Bobcat offense. And, if they're able to maintain both facets of an offense like that, a ground game and an air game, they might be able to stay alive in the playoffs another round or two, Rob.
Yeah, they a really good Martin County Cardinal football club that came in here, not to take anything away from them. They had a great night. They totaled up 390, let's see here, 262 yards total rushing for the Cardinals, and a total yardage of 392 for BHS. So the Cardinal offense not as potent as it was last week at Leslie County, and that in part to the defense of Breathitt. Just a great night for the defense, and we talked about some shutouts and some games that they've been big in this year. Really, they pitched 4 shutouts, defensively played great games. Tonight they played a great game against a great ball club, and really a couple of big plays, just shy of a lot smaller point total. So Bobcats in great form and fashion as they wind this one up here, 34-21. It looks like right now, next week, that we will be traveling to Lloyd Memorial. Lloyd Memorial with a huge victory, 41-0 tonight over. I went blank. They were playing Walton Verona. Yeah, they're over Walton Verona, 41-0. So the Bobcats will travel to Lloyd Memorial. That name's real familiar to me, as that's where we traveled in our third round of the playoffs in '95. And Beechwood will host Shelby Valley. So Beechwood and Shelby Valley both victorious tonight. That'll do it for us here on Bluegrass Sports Nation, folks. We thank you again for tuning in. Thanks to our statistician at home down with the flu, Darren Back, for keeping us in the loop with scores. For Ty Back, Eric Collins, Brendan Miller, I'm Rob Hounshell. We'll see you next week from Lloyd Memorial. Bobcats traveling on to round 3.